Okay, good. I was concerned about it, but I was like, well, hopefully it's fine.
There will be no Lucas on your birthday episode.
Classic Lucas. But I'm glad it got said.
He is classic.
So that's that he had to be here for Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah, I love the
I know,
movie.
I was so excited when you said that.
Oh yeah, I love this movie. It's probably top 5. I've only seen like 20 movies, so
You've seen more than that.
yeah. But of my own volition, I've seen maybe 20 since I turned 18.
Since I turned 18. Love
Yeah,
that one.
like adult life.
I texted Lucas and I was like, "Are you hopping on even for a little bit?" He just texted now. I don't think so. It's okay, Lucas. We're already going.
Classic guy.
Bitch.
So I don't know how to
Goodbye.
start this. I had a thing with Lucas where we were gonna do a Quancho and Fry text thing,
Uh-huh.
and I was gonna text Kellee and make her in on the bit too and have a character,
Right.
and then leave you out.
Right.
But
and I'm just uncomfortable the whole time again. Right.
Nice. Give me the money.
Yeah.
but now I think we should do a pageant of some kind.
Yeah, I guess so.
But it's like Little Miss Hellfire or something, and it's like
Yeah, Little Miss Podcast.
Little Miss Podcast.
She's up there doing bits, and the judge is like, gay, bad. This is stupid.
Do it in a bikini.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Do
this.
it in a bikini.
I like this. Little Miss Podcast.
You can't just sign off on
We're dead.
every idea I have.
This,
Every time I come up with an idea like this, you're like, that's good. Let's write it down.
we're doing it.
I hate it.
Yes,
All right.
and.
Yes, and who's going to be the judge? And
Obviously,
What do you
are.
wanna
You're
be,
gonna
Bert?
scream gay.
that's right. Everything's gay to me.
Yeah.
All right. So is one of you hosting? And one of you is like a pageantee? I don't know. Contestant, I guess, is the word I was looking for.
I was thinking.
I like pageantee the best, but
It's got a better ring to it, I think.
I was thinking multiple of us were pageantees, and one of us was just like the host judge.
I can't act, so I'd prefer just be the judge, making fun of it, I think. If you're going to make me do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kellee, you get your choice of character.
Yeah. You can be-
pageantee, please.
Okay, I'll be the host.
You should be like a old sea captain who's like wandered on stage. He doesn't know where he is. I'm like, that's genius. That's the guy. Put him on a podcast.
I'm just gonna say R.
Like a Jaws type guy where he's got a big monologue,
Mhm.
lifeless eyes, a doll's eyes.
Okay, I'm liking this.
I don't know. Do what you want.
Okay. All right, are we
Wait.
ready? You've got Audacity.
I press the red button. Yeah, red button. And my
record.
things are plugged in now, but does that affect the audio? I can't ever remember with the damn headphones.
So, did you plug them in before you opened Audacity?
No.
Close Audacity, exit out of the whole thing. And then
I knew
reopen
there was
it.
something stupid with it. I was
Mhm.
like, is it before I... Okay, don't worry.
Your hat.
I know. There's so much hair on everything, man.
Pam?
Yeah.
Okay, you're back in.
I'm in. Okay.
Underneath the red button, if you have the same one as me, there's a little microphone thing.
There's snake hair on my hand.
And you can change it from like computer microphone to AirPod or whatever, external headphones or external microphone.
Got the external headphone.
There you go. And then if there's
doing-
another one that says external microphone too, that's what you want to do.
Okay, I got external headphones and external microphone.
You're set.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And then just remember to clap at 5 seconds after we hit record and you're in the clear.
Okay.
Okay. I'm the host. Okay, I'll kick it off.
You're the host.
I need some music.
And live.
Yeah, I could just play that shit over.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, just find the It's Always Sunny music they use. Just rip that.
na, 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 na.
No, that meant their pageant episode they do.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I'll look up
It's like a
Dayman.
direct rip off of the movie. Not direct, but you know.
Dayman.
Yeah.
No, I want something.
You'll figure it out.
Wait, is the pageantee about a podcast too? I have to figure out a podcast? Great. I got this.
I don't really know what. I just said an idea loosely. I don't
Yeah,
know what
no,
you're
that's
supposed
what.
to
That's
do.
it. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, and
Do your
Great.
thing.
I think
I'll
gonna
plug in
be-
the music and post.
This is gonna be great. Yeah, music in post, jokes in post. I'll do the whole thing in post.
All right, you ready?
Oh, I gotta be quiet.
You gotta be fucking quiet. All right. Wait, did I start the video?
I think you hit record. Yeah,
yeah.
Record.
legally binding.
Kelly, I talked to Craig the other day. He's still not licensed.
No fucking way, because they posted a job from Erica Claxton. I was like, I wonder if he still hasn't gotten licensed.
Yeah.
Like, how are you that bad? Even Travis Schweer. This is recorded. Good. Good.
It's good.
It's good stuff.
It's good. Yeah.
I'm in Alaska. Come fight me.
He's probably the one that cut the optic fiber cable.
He's a shark.
He's a shark.
God damn it. Those goddamn cruise lines. Sharks. Princess sharks.
Those two.
Sharks riding
The big
cruise
two.
lines.
All right.
They're just on the bottom.
Yeah.
They have
Mouth open.
Yeah, it's good scraps here.
All right, let's do this.
Hitting record.
1. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, play. And live from Little Miss Podcast, introducing your host, the Prospector. Well, howdy, folks. We got the Little Miss Podcast competition here today. And what we're going to be doing, we got the finalists. But first, before we get into it, we got our judges. We got the wonderful Nicole Scherzinger. We got the horrific Simon Cowell. And we got Farty McBoots here.
That's not my name, but all right.
What are you looking for in the finals? A Little Miss Podcast.
Looking for somebody, I think, not perfect, but not any obvious flaws. A little rugged, but somebody you would want to have a beer with, I think.
That's Farty McBoots for you. Alrighty. We got one of our 2 finalists. First one up. You all know and you love her. It's Ana de Armas. And our other finalist, Patricia McFeely.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm obviously Patricia.
Now, what do you have from Patricia here today?
Yeah. Patricia, I'd like you to do an opening theme song for us.
You are the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Whoa,
Not
that
bad.
sounds like an established theme song for a podcast.
A lot of gravitas behind that. We
I love
appreciate
it.
that.
And anything to say to Ana de Armas?
I love you. Everything. You're beautiful. You win.
Patricia, this ain't looking good. Any last words before we vote?
Anything from Anna to me, maybe? Anything she wants to say to any of the judges? Perhaps.
I love you, Simon.
I knew it. No.
Simon.
All right, Patricia wins.
Patricia wins.
Yes.
In the case of a broken heart.
And for the grand prize, you get a snowball microphone. Woo!
Ooh, I've been looking for that.
Those are pretty nice. Scene.
Deep throat my finger. How about you?
I love getting past the intros. That's like the worst part of my Sundays.
Oh no.
I knew you would love the Prospector, though.
No, dude, you should see the audacity in this side of the country.
How loud it
Just
was?
Mine
Walk
peaked.
of blue. Did she?
Mine was like, what's going on over there?
Yeah. What's?
That's gonna make editing great for me.
You're gonna love that. Yeah. Good thing you yelled.
Don't you remember Prospector Cats facts?
Of course, I remember that. Alex's favorite bit.
Yeah, that's weird.
What do you mean, prospector? Yeah, I remember.
Guys, we're here. Me, Seth.
And that's it.
Aw.
Not Lucas.
Mm.
Not Lucas.
Not Lucas.
He will not join
Boo.
us.
Boo him.
Seth and I kind of decided if it's basically any guest, really.
Yeah, he's not a
Except
fan.
for Robert.
Except he missed a Robert episode.
Yeah, he missed
I know, but I feel
Robert
like he
and
would
my
at least...
birthday. It was a twofer, yeah.
And
That's
Marina's birthday.
He doesn't like birthdays or
Yeah,
guests. Yeah.
only auction-based birthday episodes.
Yeah.
Is it
You made
because
me
we
s-
have school time birthdays?
Mine was July.
He has no excuse then for yours. I'm so sorry.
Which is, I'm not mad or anything. It's just surprising he missed Robert more than it is that he missed my birthday.
And he made me start a whole new themed month to omit a birthday choice for me.
Did he make you?
Basketball month.
You seemed excited about it.
Yeah, I said okay, I'll omit mine so that we can fit the minis and Juana Man. And
Did he not even watch Joanna Man though?
He watched half of it.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, half.
He still hasn't watched the Country Bears,
Fine.
and he says he doesn't plan to.
Good.
Makes up for it since we watched it twice.
Yeah, we did. Why did we do that?
The other person here is Kellee.
That's right. And I
Hi.
don't remember why she's here.
The other person here is Devin.
That's right.
Man, poor guy.
Tell us a little bit why you're on here, how you got here, how you got into the process of this.
The
Well, it all
prospector.
started in 2019, I want to say. Is that how long ago you started this? Because that's when I was in Ketchikan, Alaska. And that was when the first episode came out.
2021.
Yeah, Cats. And I was listening to it in my Airbnb in Southeast Alaska. And then I listened to it every week since then. And I think that you guys take pity on me being the #1 fan. And so I just get looped in every once in a while to come back for some episodes, including birthday episodes, which is the best.
Once again, Bilson did not message me about your birthday.
God, could you imagine if he kept doing it every year? I'd be like,
I
Dad,
would love that.
please fucking
Just new-
stop.
You care package every
Dad,
once a year.
please continue.
Yeah. If you're listening, I lost the sheriff's badge that you gave us, and I want another one.
Did he give each of us one?
Yeah, and I didn't lose it. It's on my desk. I just want another one.
Okay, I was gonna say I have
Yeah.
one. It's like right here.
Yeah, I'm like a
Just in case you're in
Ratified.
the Coeur d'Alene area and you need to like put it on your polo.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
legit. Yeah.
It's sewn on to like my cat hoodie. Going around as the worst undercover agent of all time.
So funny. He'll do it. He'll do it. It's funny because my mom thought that she knew Lucas. She thought it was like one of my friends in Montana. And then when I was like, no, it's Lucas Lorenz, like you've never met him, she was like, who have I been listening to? As if she was betrayed.
He says his last name frequently too.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has no idea though. Like this other guy's last name either. It's just so funny.
That's
She doesn't know anybody's last names.
Yeah.
She doesn't know any of the differences between the Lucases. Except for hopefully my husband, Lucas Lebbin. Hopefully.
Or, yeah,
Hopefully.
at this point, give it a year maybe.
We can't be too sure.
But also, how'd you find your way on here?
Oh,
That
it
got
took
derailed
years.
quick.
Yes.
I made my boss give me his Starlink satellite so that I could make this a go. And it's actually been so weird to be like my house. I'll go between SOS mode and like 1 bar of LTE that doesn't let you like call 911. And then being at the hospital, it's like people can't even call the ambulances to come pick them up. And so we've been getting some like, yeah, it's been bad. But luckily now Starlink is completely bought up in Sitka, Alaska. And there's no more satellites that you can purchase here for a while.
Dang. She's got a whole space satellite just sitting outside her house.
They did something right. Look at them go.
Well,
Starlink, not you guys.
thank
guys
you
are
for
heroes.
sitting through the reschedules and the struggles and the sharks,
Yeah.
the
The
orcas
sharks.
that are eating the fiber optic cables, and we're finally here.
They were. I saw a video.
You
They
saw a
need to
video?
stop
Yeah. I don't know if it was
Like
the
on-
fiber optic cable, but he was chewing on that shit.
It was at one of P. Diddy's parties.
Yeah, that's right.
Gosh. That
Shark,
guy.
shark
I think
number
it wasn't going to
4.
be brought up.
Left shark. No!
He was there.
Left shark
No,
was at a
it's
P.
not
Diddy
left
party.
shark. This was right shark for sure.
Right
Oh.
shark behavior to be at a P. Diddy party.
Yeah. And eat a fiber optic cable. Just a menace
Honestly,
on
yeah.
society.
Yeah. Too conforming.
Well, it's a birthday episode. Me, you, Kellee, we're all here. And what film did you pick for us this week?
Little Miss Sunshine.
Like I haven't said it the past 4 weeks.
Oh yeah, yeah, you have.
I've been bringing it up every time. Little Miss Sunshine from 2006, my second favorite film of all time. And while watching it with Marina today,
Dang.
she was like, I'm surprised this isn't your favorite. And I was like,
I'm still a little surprised it's Forrest Gump,
I love Forrest Gump.
even after the Epstein list.
But I think about this movie and then I'm like, I think this should be my favorite, but I'm too scared to update my list.
Yeah,
And have a new number one that's been there with me through thick and thin, you know.
I get that.
Wait, what about new movies though that come along?
Oh,
They don't
I
count.
need to do a full update of my list and like restructure it, but I try and keep them in there. I know like I haven't updated it in like 4 years or so, but there's definitely some that are way up there, like La La Land, Interstellar, Whiplash. Those are just a
Whiplash.
couple off the top of my head that are like way up there.
Yeah.
So, but from 2006, Little Miss Sunshine, let's get into it. Oh, I have questions for you.
All right.
Oh
I
shit!
totally missed that part.
Yeah.
First question.
How long have you done this?
Do you like since 2021?
That's right.
We already said that.
That's right.
First question. Do you like beauty pageants?
Love,
Ooh.
love that. A little leotard action.
Ooh. You're shaking your head no.
I don't like them.
Watching this, I was like, I do not want Kellee to get into these.
No, of course. I
Please.
mean, that's
God, no.
the reason why I hate them. It's like they're so exploited.
That's my 13th reason why.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Second question. Do you like episodes where Lucas isn't on?
No, but I'm
No
forced.
again.
My hand is forced.
Yeah.
No hand.
It's the only weekend I'll ever have. No, I don't like that.
He's sick and he's grading or something.
I never get to see him.
No, because you were on the Country Bears and then he wasn't there either.
Yeah.
It's been since birth.
Yeah. I think I'm like a relief pitcher for him because he hears I'm coming on because I'm like forced to be on here. And he's like, I finally have a Sunday to myself. I'm going to rest.
Maybe he should make less assignments for his children.
He should.
Yeah.
He should take it easy on those kids.
And being an English teacher too, grading papers, that's got to be the worst.
Probably.
So bad.
Like if
They
at
have
least it's like
minimums.
at least if you're teaching like I don't know like algebra 2 or something, you just see if the answer's correct and you're like good. But yeah. Papers. And last question for you.
I hope it's a good one.
Do you like my second favorite movie of all time?
Yes.
Same. That's a spoiler, but yeah.
Me too. It's my second favorite movie of all time.
What is it?
Well, if you've answered yes to any of the questions of liking beauty pageants, episodes that Lucas aren't on, or my second favorite movie of all time, you've come to the right place. This is The Good, the Bad, and the Sunshine.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And this week we watched Little Miss Sunshine from 2006. We're drinking beers. You have a better beer.
This is called, well, this is a brown because it's the first day of fall. So I felt a brown ale is appropriate. And then it's Midnight Sun Brewing Company.
Sun.
Yeah, that would have made sense.
I asked Seth to pick one up, and we figured like Sun or something, and he even said like he was looking for the Helio Hefeweizens, which could have been good. He couldn't find any of that.
I couldn't find
So he bought the Last Chance Cider Mills Perfection.
Yeah. Because too often in life do we strive for perfection, and not accept the little mistakes that we make along the way.
That's actually a good saying, Seth. That was great.
Thank you. I also know like every time I go buy a theme beer, it happens to be an IPA, so I figured I'd grab something I knew Brandon would like.
But IPAs have the better names. That's why.
They always do.
But I love a cider.
I know you love a cider.
And these are 6.7% alcohol, and gluten free.
Pop off.
But it contains sulfites.
No, is that bad?
Depends on who you ask.
No.
It contains apples, pear juice, and sulfites. So now we can get into it.
Okay.
I've also got a Diet Dr. Pepper Cherry.
Damn.
You have Dr. Pepper Strawberries and Cream.
I do.
We should probably just make them a sponsor of the show by now.
Emergence Divestus.
I know. Our real sponsor.
Yeah.
I showed you the commercial.
Yeah, it's fake.
No, it's not.
There's nothing on it. It's not a company. There's no phone number. There's no
My
website.
favorite
They're
is
not promoting anything.
It's because it's still getting going.
yeah, they're
Just-
getting their
just-
feet underneath them.
let's just-
The numbers are looking good, bro.
Numbers are coming up good.
I took the bait. I've fallen for the bit. You got me. Let's move on with the rest of the podcast.
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
It's-
You know how long a firm takes to get started up?
I have no more to say about this.
No.
That's
Zero.
a hard boundary, and we have to respect that.
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
It's about time I got respected around here.
first off, director.
Ooh,
It's a
hardly know her.
I think it's a husband and wife duo, Jonathan Dayton and Valerie Ferris. They've mostly done just a shit ton of music videos, specifically for bands and artists such as Rem.
REM.
Losing my religion.
Mhm.
Yes.
He lost it.
Beastie Boys,
Poor guy.
Paula Abdul,
She was a
Janet
singer?
Jackson.
Straight. Oh. Is this after or before the nipple slip?
Before probably.
Wow. So she was like not even that popular then. Got it.
Extreme, Smashing Pumpkins.
Extreme does, yeah.
They don't do that's
They do
Usher.
more than words, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Weezer, Oasis, Korn, The Offspring, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
They had a theme for a while there.
Mm-hmm.
And then they threw Paula Abdul and Janet Jack in there. It's like,
It is kind of outside the soft rock they were doing before. Isn't this the second director/director pairing we've had that did music videos before?
Yeah, we just talked about one recently.
It was, I forget his name, and Lucas is gonna crucify me, but the guy that did Birth and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He did like Radiohead music
Yeah,
videos.
he was a
no?
Radiohead guy.
that's right.
His name? Terrence Malick.
No, it's not Terrence Malick. It's
Brad Garrett.
God, he did the Zone of Interest. It's on the tip of my penis.
Oh, nice.
It's on the tip of my creed.
Yeah.
But then they've also done Ruby Sparks, Battle of the Sexes, and 8 episodes of Living with Yourself. I think that was the Paul Rudd one.
That was pretty good. I watched the first season of that.
And how was it? Pretty good?
That was pretty good from what I remember.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember anything.
And how much did you watch?
I think the whole first season was like 8 episodes.
So you'd say it was like a pretty good first season of it.
It was like fine. He's like a clone or something.
Something like that.
I don't know.
You watched any good TV shows recently?
Mad Men.
What- I did like Mad Men. My mom was just up and she was like, let's start watching Good Girls. And that was bad.
Oh, Marina watched Good Girls with Christina Hendricks and her big ass boobs.
Oh,
Mhm.
speaking of Mad
That
Men,
part is great. Yeah,
Is
that
that-
part is great.
is that a show or a movie?
It's a show.
I'm gonna watch
No.
that. I love Christina Hendricks.
And what's
Yes.
her name? Anne from Arrested Development.
Yes.
Because
Alison
that's why Marina went to watch it. She's like, "Oh, I love her," and I was like, "You
Same.
do?"
Everybody loves Alison Brie.
I
No,
but
not
the
Alison Brie.
Yeah.
No,
No,
not
not her.
Arrested
Anne?
Development.
But she
Anne.
is.
Oh,
Anne.
I'm sorry. I was thinking
She's
of
in
Andy
that
from I just-
wrestling show. Allison Brie, right? She's in the wrestling.
Is there a wrestling show now?
Well, was.
Oh.
Who's wrestling?
Alison Brie.
Was she in the Iron Claw, the Zac Efron one?
No, it's like an older, it was like a TV series about women wrestling.
Oh,
Hold on. I have, hopefully Google doesn't let me down here. Because she's married to like Dave Franco, is she not?
She is.
Glow.
Really?
It's
oh, I knew. That.
Glow.
Oh, I've heard of that too. Mae Whitman.
Okay. Yeah, I heard Anne and immediately ignored you saying Arrested Development, all that. I was just so excited. My bad.
So yeah, Good Girls. We just because last time you were on, you recommended Baby Reindeer.
That was, it got nominated for a lot of Emmys. Good.
It
for
won.
them. A lot, yeah. As it should. Like the writing was insane. And the actor that played himself, I guess these were the real events. So good for him.
And then we just are watching The Perfect Couple,
Hmm.
the Netflix one that's like Nicole Kidman and the killer at the wedding, and it's been good so far. And Tires. Check out Tires.
I know like all the guys on that.
The Shane Gillis Netflix comedy.
Mhm.
6 episodes, 20 minutes apiece. Cruise through it.
Is it good?
It's
I heard
actually
it was,
good.
I heard it was like a letdown because I don't know. I'll check it
No,
out.
I thought I laughed.
Listening.
I genuinely laughed.
Because I know the Stavros Halkias guy that's in that too. He's on the podcast I listen to, and he's like the Ravens spokesperson now.
Our podcast?
Yeah, he was on our
Shit.
podcast. Yeah, he's funny.
Damn.
So I want to check that out.
Nice. Whatever happened with the daughter of the celebrity you were trying to get on this podcast? Who was that again?
Oh man, I forget her name. She's the daughter of the guy that wrote Deep Impact.
Yeah.
I could try to message her again because that was a while ago.
That was a long time
I never
ago.
kept in contact with her, but I don't. She's I think Dildo Baggins on Twitter. So if you guys want to try to just pester her,
That's great.
yeah,
I feel like a lot of people pester her with that name.
yeah, they do. I think I was talking to her about the time that I was like kind of not coming on the podcast as much anymore. So I think I just stopped the correspondence.
Post Jack Frost.
But if you guys want to try,
Yeah.
she was like, I have 9 other podcasts I got to do, and I was like, hey,
9.
yeah,
When you get a moment,
Yeah.
we're here.
I got you. Hey,
We got
Dildo bag.
we got
We
Winnie
got
the
you.
Pooh Blood and Honey 2 coming up. How does that sound to you?
yeah.
But
have a
that's our
proposition.
directors. And then our writers. You've got Michael Arndt as the solo writer. And he's done things such as Toy Story 3.
Oh.
Interesting.
This is his first thing he ever wrote.
Okay, gotcha.
So then Toy
These are all
Story
gonna be-
3,
The
Oblivion.
incinerator scene.
Oh, see, I cry more at the end when he lets the toys go.
Oh,
I-
that's good too.
I turned the movie off as they're holding hands going in the incinerator, so it's a different ending.
know.
For me. They just
Pretty
die.
morbid.
Not because you
Yeah.
can't handle it. It's
No,
because you
I'm
are.
just like, that was a good movie. Everybody died in a fire. And Andy never even knew.
No, he knew. Not in your
No.
mind.
No,
but-
not in my mind.
So he did Toy Story 3. He did Oblivion. He did The Hunger Games Catching Fire. A Walk in the Woods. Inside Out. Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. And The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
He wrote on all those?
Use the writer.
Like
The main one?
I don't
Yeah.
know. One of them.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
You got some Pixar's. You got big blockbusters and Hunger Games and Star
Disney?
Wars.
Well, are
Yeah.
they
I think
Disney at
might
that point?
all have been Disney stuff.
They're all.
Star Wars for sure.
Hunger Games isn't, but
Is it not?
I know
Are we
Hunger
sure?
Games isn't Disney.
Are you sure?
What are they?
You know how many franchises they just like buy anymore?
I think they're Universal.
Ah,
Oh, that could be true. You're probably right.
Yeah.
I just assumed Disney
I'll buy
owned
it.
everything.
Pretty much.
I thought they owned Universal.
I mean, Universal Studios theme park and Disney World are basically
They're friends.
connected at the hip.
Yeah.
So, and then a cast. And a great cast. Oh my goodness. Steve Carell, like right as he was coming onto the scene.
Yeah, because he would just done like 40-Year-Old Virgin. right?
Anchorman?
Anchorman?
This and Anchorman and the first season of The Office. Like he did
Did this
all
come
the
shit.
out of The Office?
right around. This is right after the first season.
Okay.
He had filmed this after that because this is when he got all skinny for 40-Year-Old Virgin as well.
Yeah.
And
Because
then comes back for season 2.
he'd just been comedic up to this point, right? Like
Yes.
this was his first dramatic role.
Pretty much.
Cool. Okay. That's what I thought.
So you got him.
Crushes it.
You've got Toni Collette, who's just so good.
I love her. So hot. So great. So beautiful.
So hot.
She's just great.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, do you also think Uma Thurman is hot?
You put just like a woman in front of me, I'd probably say yes. I don't know what Uma Thurman looks like off the top of my head, but I'm inclined to say
Toni
that
Collette.
she's hot. Toni Collette, of course.
They're like-
Absolutely.
Well, no, they look like twins.
Oh, then yeah.
my mind.
Okay. Yeah. She's
Ana
hot
de
then.
Armas.
Ooh.
Patricia
Patricia?
McFeely.
Patricia, of course. Yeah, whatever she looks like in my head. Some beautiful podcast host. Yeah, all of them. Every one of them.
The Hawk Tua
Every
girl.
Oh,
female.
Yeah,
Hawk
very
Tua.
annoying. Yeah.
Did you know Spirit Halloween is selling a
But
Hawk Tua
helpful.
official jumpsuit? thing?
I want to like leave.
That's your third.
I don't want to be here anymore. I'm so
I
tired.
must go.
And the thing is the Haktua jumpsuit Halloween costume is just like a mechanic jumpsuit that's pink. It has nothing to do with her except her official Haktua logo now.
Right, because she has a podcast.
Sorry, she has an official logo.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
It's a psyop. We're all getting fucking trained. I don't know what it's for, but there's gonna be some payoff at the end of this, and we're all gonna feel really stupid. Or I'm gonna feel
Good.
stupid. It's probably more likely.
So after Tony Collette,
Yeah, right.
Greg Kinnear.
Hot. Great. Beautiful. Stunning.
He's a pretty attractive man. Yeah.
Hot, beautiful, and stunning. Yes, we've heard it.
All of the above.
Yeah.
And a good actor, as much as I hate his character.
I only know this that he's been
Of
in.
course. You've got Abigail Breslin.
Love.
She's so cute in this. So innocent.
I know. I
You-
even loved her in Signs.
Oh, she was in Signs. I've loved
I
her
thought
in
the name
this.
Can I
sounded-
have a glass of water? There's a monster outside my room. It's like so cute. And you're like, what the actual fuck is happening out there? And she's just a little cute girl.
It's
First
like
horror movie I ever saw.
her and really.
It fucked me up.
Yeah. I snuck out of my room and like I've always had like real quiet
Ooh.
footsteps, so I just like climbed down the stairs and was behind the couch. I'm sure they knew I was there, but in my head I was very sneaky.
You're sitting back
I like to remember that I was not laughing, man. When that alien pops out of the kid's birthday party, I still think about that.
Fucking yeah, that like it like looks and it doesn't care that it's caught, continues to walk. It's like
Just the Bigfoot thing. That
Mhm.
ruined like 3
Yeah.
years of my childhood. That was awesome.
or the basement. The basement messed me up. I would like sprint upstairs to get away from all basements after that.
I must have been in a fugue state at that point. I don't even remember the basement. Is that when they're all like closing in on him and they're trying
They're like all of a sudden they're like against a back wall and then the alien's arm comes out from the wall and pulls them in.
I gotta rewatch that.
I've only seen Signs once, and it was so long ago. All I can think of for Signs is all of the scenes from Scary Movie 3 that they rip off.
Yeah.
And so
Oh
I'm
my
trying
god.
to like remember it back to
Because what's his name? Leslie Nielsen.
Uh-huh.
Then he comes down. He does the scene from Airplane.
Yeah.
We're all counting on you. He just leaves the basement.
Yep. So that's what I'm trying to make those connections with.
Right. Yeah.
It's like I don't remember. I think my first horror movies I saw was Silver Bullet, a werewolf one, The Grudge, which scarred me,
Never saw that, but
and
there
The
was a
Sixth
reason.
Sense. Another.
Is Sixth Sense worth watching? Is
Yes,
she frozen or very still?
she's frozen.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Statuesque. Is Sixth Sense worth watching if you know the plot twist? Like, is there a point to that?
Yes, it's
No,
so
I
great.
have to like have amnesia after that.
I should give myself amnesia and then watch all these movies again.
I no, it actually is. It's the same with what's that Leonardo DiCaprio movie?
Shutter Island.
And thank you. That one too. Like I wait every like 7 years, rewatch it.
Just to try and forget.
I think it's good where movies have a big twist like that. You see it the first time, and then once you know the twist, you watch it again to pick up on the things that were cluing you into it along the way.
That is pretty fun. I've done that with like TV shows, but a movie's a big commitment for like 2 hours of me being like, I know, I get that clever, nice work, director, because you knew the whole time. I didn't. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan.
I'm getting mad the whole time.
You're the idiot. Not me.
Shut up, Chris.
Shut the fuck up, Scorsese.
Paul Dano.
Paul Dano. Oh, I love Paul Dano. This
I
is
do too.
right before There Will Be Blood and Prisoners and
Haven't seen
Swiss
those.
Army Man. And
These are all on my list.
Oh.
Except Swiss Army Man.
Wait, Swiss Army Man is so good though.
It's so good. It's so weird.
I like know the whole plot of it. That's another one of those. Where I know I've
There's
seen
not
like
a
a whole.
plot
Totally.
twist.
I've seen
They
a whole
tell-
breakdown of it though.
They tell you the first thing Daniel Radcliffe is dead.
Yeah. No, I know.
But when you see him being used as a boat with fart propellant,
I did see
You-
that.
Oh, you
That's
didn't see that?
fucking
Yeah.
funny.
what do you know Paul Dano from then?
This.
God damn it.
Well, actually, I first saw him in a meme when he played the Joker or something. He was a Batman villain in the Pattinson Batman, and there was this meme. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up while you keep listing actors.
Okay. You've also got Alan Arkin, Oscar winner, Oscar nom. So good as Grandpa Edwin in this. So good.
I love
And then you've
Picks
also
up
got
some naughty habits, but I love that guy.
Yes. You've got Mark Turtletop, you've got Jill Talley, you've got Dean.
Sorry, you went over Turtletop so quickly. What kind of last name is Turtletop?
Yeah,
And
I've only ever heard that in a cartoon.
Mark M-A-R-C.
Okay, he changed
Mark
his name and is running from something.
Huh?
Mark Narc?
No, M-A-R-C.
Oh, okay.
Not K. Mark Turtletop.
Oh, Mark Turtletop.
Who does he play? Who is he?
I don't know.
We don't know. His name is just wicked cool.
This is me. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I first saw him.
God damn you.
Is this picture. Yeah.
Show the camera.
Yeah, here you go, camera. Does he know?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay.
I thought it was his look in this picture was the funniest thing in the world to me. So I did a lot of research on him and figured out who he was.
And
And
you
I've
got
been a fan ever since.
Jill Talley. You got Dean Norris, who plays Mike in Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got Bryan Cranston.
Who plays
Hank
Breaking
in
Bad.
Bad.
Mark Turtletop.
Oh, you're looking at Mark Turtletop.
I gotta know what the fuck
We
he
have
looks
to
like.
know.
I wish I knew.
I wish I knew you wanted me. Is that what you're singing?
You play Larry Sugarman?
He must have.
Larry Sugarman didn't have a single word.
No, we barely see his face.
I mean, the majority of the movie is just mostly these 6 family members. There's not a whole lot else. So.
Maybe Mark Turtletop is the guy that lets them get in to the...
Nope, that's not him.
Damn.
He's one of the producers.
You shave that guy's head, it could be that guy.
No.
Okay, whatever. Whatever then, I don't care.
And then a plot. A family
Hit us with it.
to get their young daughter into the finals of a beauty pageant take a cross-country trip in their VW bus. And then some things happen.
It gets a little wacky in here.
The bus is bad.
Bad bus.
It's a bad
bus. Ben. Why do I know Bad Ben? Why do I know the name Bad Ben?
It's a movie.
Yeah, you've talked about it a lot. I don't remember why.
It's very funny.
And then some history.
Very funny movie.
It's coming!
What is she? Is that a reference?
The history is coming. The history is coming.
No.
How did you not pick up on that?
I was trying to do a bit where we, I guess, gaslight our guest on her birthday. Sorry. Not as funny when I kind of explain it out loud. My bad.
I'm into it.
Okay.
We'll do it again. Season 11.
I
New
will.
Shit.
Yeah. I'm always going to be a gaslighting, I think.
Well, some history.
Ooh. Where's it going?
It's coming.
Never heard of her.
Little Miss Sunshine is a 2006 American tragicomedy road film. The movie story is inspired by an event from Michael Arndt's childhood where his family drove 600 miles in a VW bus with a broken clutch.
Okay.
The movie took 5 years to make, mostly due to financial reasons. Originally written as an East Coast road trip movie from Maryland to Florida, it was shifted to a journey from New Mexico to California due to shooting issues. And after Focus Features backed out, producer Mark Turtletop bought the rights back from the studio in 2005 and announced he would cover the whole budget himself. He and his fellow producers bought the script for $250,000, and then Fox Searchlights bought the rights to distribute the film at the 2006 Sundance Film Festival for $10.5 million, which is one of the biggest deals made in the history of the festival.
10.5 million. Okay, you've said a lot of numbers here to give us hints for the budget. How much is Mark Turtletop worth? Quick, Seth, look it up.
You already have them pulled up. Just put
do.
net worth in.
Randall,
Just put in net worth.
I'm trying. I have to erase all the other shit I typed in.
Is it porn?
It was not porn.
Stop looking up that. Nothing ever.
It's.
It just shows pictures.
I was on the images tab.
Net worth, it just shows a
Seth
pretty
is
thing.
laughing.
This fucking Wikipedia. Mark J. Turtletop is an American film producer and former president and CEO of The Money Store. I wonder how much he's worth. He was the president of Money. He was above net worth. That's all I got from my research. It transcended it.
He makes net worth.
The CEO of The Money Store?
The Money Store.
We're definitely like a post-irony period. 9/11 ruined everything.
Damn it.
Oh,
Especially the
Thanks a
Twin
lot, Bin
Towers.
Laden.
yeah. Thanks, man.
If there's one thing that really ruined was the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
That's and a few other buildings, but yeah, those two.
Yeah. And the internet.
And the internet.
Yeah.
So
PSA.
oh,
Those bastards.
did it ruin it or did it make it better?
Well, it depends. Do you like to be pat down?
It depends.
Cavity.
I didn't say it. Oh, good one. I didn't say it on
think
this.
about that.
I didn't say it on this podcast, but I had a bit that I came up with
Ooh.
where I already told you,
Oh.
where it's a guy that is so lonely that he goes to the airport every day with just a bunch of metal in his pocket and his ass,
Oh yeah.
just so he can get felt up every day and get groped.
Yeah.
That poor guy.
The funny
Like,
part is
please cavity search me.
the extension of that bit being like the TSA agents are like, oh boy, here he comes. He
It's
never
gonna
flies
go-
anywhere.
It's gonna go off. He's got nickels in his ass.
You can like
He's got nickels.
He's got 4 pounds of quarters in his. You can hear him. He's having a hard time walking because he's just stuffed with change. And
He
they're
must
like,
be the president of the money store.
with all that change on him.
It's Mark Turtletop.
Mark
His name
Turtletop
was
is
Mark
so
Turtletop.
lonely.
He's
I
like,
produced
nobody
Little Miss
Googles me
Sunshine.
anymore.
I haven't had enough Google hit results. Oh, that's good.
Someone please grope me. Begging you.
Begging. This is why.
See why
Lucas-
they call me Mark Turtletop, please.
It's not that much like a turtle.
So, budget time.
Right.
What are you guessing?
I'm gonna guess 10.5 million.
Okay. Kelly?
Damn. I don't think Turtletop, well, he does have the money store. I'll go 8 million.
One of you guys is right.
Yeah.
And it's 8 million.
Is it really?
Hey!
What did he spend 10.5 million on then?
He didn't spend it. They sold
Or
He's
10.5, which is
two
why
for
you're under
10.
that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm zoning out. My fault.
But
You
also,
was-
2006, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, for like self-produced and everything.
The Country Bears was 2001 and it cost 60 million.
That's rough.
Shallow Hal.
Yeah, Shallow Hal.
But
What
it's
you-
also Fox, is that who you said produced it? Fox Light?
Searchlight.
Yeah.
Searchlight. Yeah, so they have money.
They do.
Hmm.
They're the Mark Turtletop of production companies.
They are the money store managers.
Kelly,
Of the movies.
what do you think
Yeah.
this opening weekend? This came out on Marina's 10th birthday, just so you know.
Hmm.
2006.
Yes.
Office has come out. I feel like people are going to be repulsed though immediately by his first. Let's opening weekend. 50,000.
Million? Thousand.
Damn.
Seth?
Was Greg Kinnear hot in 06? I'll just say like 3.
Thousand?
Million.
Okay. Both of you guys are so close. But rounding, one of you guys gets it right. It's Kelly.
Damn.
It's 300,000.
Damn.
So she's at 4-0 right now.
Yeah. Oh, you're just gonna give her that one too?
Yeah, I said because of rounding.
That sounds pretty cringe to me.
It was what
Seth,
exactly? Sorry, what was the rounding? 300 and what?
371.
371.
So you got $320,000 worth of leeway there. Happy birthday, I guess.
To the ground.
If it were 4 mil, never mind.
Classic.
Yeah. What do you think this made? U.S. and Canada?
Total?
Yes.
I don't know.
That's. I'm asking
How would
you to
I know
guess.
that?
I'm asking you to guess.
6 million.
$6 million. Kelly?
Well, I think they have to make their money. I think they do make their money. So I'm going to say 50 million.
The winner today is Kelly.
Damn.
59.9.
That's impressive after a
59.
pretty shitty opening weekend.
Yeah.
Word of mouth really helped him out, I guess. No, don't do that to me.
Kelly's at 5-0. And then Kelly, worldwide, what do you think this made?
So let's go 101 million. 101. It's like almost even.
Hmm. Really can't decide if China would like this movie or not.
I think they do mostly because, sorry, I know this is your own mind, but I feel like they do because it's like
I'm
one of
easily.
those weird indie movies and they like that kind of shit.
China likes big blockbusters too, though.
I feel like they hate beauty pageants though. That seems very un-Chinese.
What?
China.
They like put their little toes in boxes so they can't grow
That's
past
true.
weird lengths.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. It sucks. Don't get me wrong, but it seems less flashy.
Then toddlers and tiaras? Yeah,
Their
you're
bikinis
right.
and everything. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm pro foot binding or anything, but I'm just gonna say 70 million. They'll
Nice.
say they were fine with it.
What are you guys right?
79.
Oh shit! Is it 101?
It's
million
101 million.
Dalmatians? She's going crazy this episode, dude.
Did you look these up?
I've had zero internet. Remember
Oh,
this.
that's right.
No internet will do that to you. She's unlocked her.
So she's up 7-0 right now. Good luck.
I'm fucked.
Yeah. When she said 101, and
Yeah, you're so good at
You
those
have
poker
something in
faces.
Poker face. Yes.
He's so good at it. It
Yeah,
drives me nuts.
but internally.
Yeah. Internally, he's crying because he's always crying. Shallow Hal. Your dad and I made fun of you for that.
Yeah, I know you did. He made fun of me too. They came home
Because he
from work.
cried.
I came home from work one day, and the first thing he says to me is, "Son, you don't cry in shallow hell."
We had like a 20-minute talk about it at the winery, dude.
Uh,
Oh, we were making fun of you for so long.
You went to the winery with Mike?
The winery? I did, yeah.
Winery? The
Yeah.
winery?
The winery.
Lucky.
Yeah, it was a good night.
Zipina.
They force-fed me flatbread. I think I sucked on his thumb or something.
what?
No, I made
Oh.
that part
Was
up, I think.
Karen there?
Yeah, Karen was there. She endorsed it, the whole thing.
She watched it. Love it.
She
Good
watched
for her.
it. She paid me for it afterwards in secret.
What?
It's great. No, it was a lot of fun. I love that.
My
Love those
favorite
guys.
thing with poker faces is talking to you when I'm telling the truth after I told a lie about something,
Yeah.
and you have no clue what to believe anymore.
Yeah, it's great how much fun and how easy it is for you to just gaslight me. Taste of my own medicine. I
hence
do
why
deserve
you
it.
wanna- Yeah, got it.
And then you're completely on the fence, like 50-50, not knowing.
Yeah.
And then I just give you like a smirk, and you're like, "This doesn't help."
Yeah, I live in ambivalence, and you're like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you so anxious all the time?"
So, an $8 million budget, made 101 worldwide, and basically 60 in the US. That's a Winnie.
That is a Winnie.
Winnie.
Let's tell Dennis Rodman.
Winnie.
Now, tagline time. There's 5 of them.
All right. First tagline. Where's Olive? Bad tagline. Number 2. A family on the verge of a breakdown. That was pretty good. Third tagline. Everyone just pretend to be normal. That's a pretty good one.
Love that.
Fourth tagline. Welcome to hell. Bad tagline. Number 5. I hate everyone. Bad tagline.
3 of those are just things written on a notepad
Quotes.
by Paul Dano.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like 2 of them out of context are horrible taglines.
Where's Olive and Welcome to Hell?
Welcome to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. A crazy one. Where's Olive is hilarious.
That is funny.
I don't know any of the characters. This is a poster I'm looking at, presumably.
Which one's your favorite?
Family on the verge of a breakdown, or everyone just to pretend to be normal, I guess.
So the
Right.
non-notepad ones. Mine's everyone just pretend to be normal.
The
Same.
non-denominators.
Oh,
Mhm.
denominator.
Oh.
Yeah, try to fit a deno math pun in there. I should get some sleep. But yeah, one of those two. Probably the
need
family
to-
on the verge of a breakdown.
Sitka on this dick.
Is that like a
Oh,
deer
Ditka.
pun?
Mike Ditka.
Mike Ditka.
But also the Sitka deer that
Yeah.
have the fuzzy antlers.
And she lives in Sitka.
Oh shit! Triple fecta. Try, that some might say.
Ooh.
You need to Sitka on this dick.
Uh-huh.
Triple fecta.
I like it.
That's my tagline.
Good tagline.
Yeah, that's my tagline.
That's
Taglines of your guys's?
Any taglines of our owns?
something about pageants.
Yeah, that's good.
Crush it.
Something about a van.
You've seen a toddler in a tiara, but wait till you see a beluga in a swimsuit.
Ugh.
Bad.
Bad.
Who's the beluga?
Abigail.
Oh,
Cute little chunky monkey.
come on.
Cherry Garcia. Can we talk about Cherry Garcia?
Yeah, more like. Nope.
Jerry Garcia.
Isn't that what it's a reference to? The Grateful Dead guy?
Well, no, I don't know. Cherry Garcia has been an ice cream flavor for ages.
I don't think longer than the Grateful Dead have been a band. And I think Jerry Garcia is like their bass player or something.
Yeah.
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 Taglines of your own?
Fuck.
Little Miss. Uh-oh, here we go again. Little missed our exit.
That's pretty
Oh.
good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's good.
As I'm saying some stupid shit. Little Miss. Uh-oh, here we go again. I come up with something brilliant.
Yeah, hold on. I'm a genius. I forgot. I don't know. I think I might have nothing for the first time ever.
What's our winner then? You get to decide.
I think it's you've seen a toddler in a tiara. But have you seen a fatter toddler in a one piece?
One Piece.
Crushed it.
It's real.
All right. And now it's fact time.
I'm gonna look up Jerry Garcia.
Yeah, tell me when he came around.
I'll tell you
Tell
when
me
he
when he
came.
was developed.
Tell me when they had consummated that.
Is he dead?
No.
No.
Yes.
Why did you lie to me?
I don't know. I wasn't looking. He died in 1995. Music-
Damn!
Songwriter and vocalist for the Grateful Dead. Yeah, that's who it was named after. They weren't just like, wouldn't Cherry Garcia be a fun name for an ice cream?
It would be.
But it is.
I mean, it is, but that's not why they did it.
What do you think Cherry Jubilee is based off of? Jerry Jubilee?
I think it's just a Jubilee cherry style.
Mm.
Do you all like the
Wait.
wait? Yeah, I was like, what? Cherry cordial. Sorry, that's the terrible one.
The
Where it's
What's-
like chocolate on the outside and you bite into it and it's like an oozing cherry on the inside.
Yeah,
like
I don't
the
like
Valentine's
those.
candies.
Yeah. And my mom
Is
loves
that the type
those
of
things.
cherry? Because I don't like those cherries.
I don't either.
They're like darkish, not bitter, but they've got like a like a more tannins than a cherry should.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it almost
Those
tastes
damn
cherry
tannins.
pie
fucking
feeling to me, and I
tannins.
don't like cherry pie very much.
I don't either. I don't like a cooked fruit ever.
That's a hot take.
Yeah, because when they're hot, I don't like them.
Oh!
They're dunked.
So, facts. Oh, you
Sorry.
spit all over me.
I didn't spit. I breathed so hard into the can laughing that it flicked a little bit of beer out.
Oh, yeah, let me just lick that off of me then.
Go ahead.
No.
I wouldn't lick my own spit.
He's done
Yeah.
worse to
Yeah,
your
that's-
dad's finger, so it is okay.
I've
And
done-
you offered your finger to deep throat him earlier, so
And I took it.
I don't think I offered it. I think he forced it upon himself.
We'll let the camera.
yeah, let's go back to minute like 1.
Well,
On the
that's
camera?
of the podcast. Probably
Do a
8 of the
flashback.
YouTube.
It was
8,
just
9 of the YouTube.
there.
Little Miss Fact Shine.
Ooh.
Easy one.
Beluga Facts.
I like it.
We're getting somewhere.
Got something.
Seen toddlers and tiaras, but have you seen facts?
Fact Lugas.
Fact
A leotard. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere.
We're cooking.
Factor optic cable.
Facts are operating.
That's
Ray
good.
of Little Miss Sunshine facts.
Oh, that's good.
Well,
Ray of Little Miss Sunshine Facts.
mm,
Ray Lewis Facts.
Hell yeah, I like how we got here. Ravens.
Good.
Let's go.
what if we do a whole new thing and we call them tidbits instead of facts?
Oh, I don't
Oh.
like that.
That's probably
Pineapple tidbits.
Oh.
Good. Why
Pineapple tidbit facts?
Is that like the name of the little can?
Yeah, yeah, the little like kind of like dicey ones.
Yeah, that'd be a good name for this.
Pineapple tidbit facts.
All right. Beluga
They look like
facts it is.
sunshine. They look like sun rays.
Ooh, they do, and they're probably dull, and they have the sun is the O, I think. Or maybe it's behind the whole word dull, and it's
I
not
think it's
just
behind the whole word.
Yeah, that's
Pineapple
also behind
tidbit
the O.
facts.
Still good. I
Uh,
actually don't like pineapples.
2
Sorry.
weeks ago in Babe Pig in the City. Oh, why did you do that?
I don't know.
And 2 weeks ago in Babe Pig in the City, we wish you were there because Lucas and I said the worst facts of all time. It was
That's true.
fugly pussy facts.
Yeah, they said that.
Why? And I wasn't there.
Because one of the
and it wasn't my fault.
one
that
of the
happened?
characters in the,
Because they said pussy in the movie, they felt it was okay to say it.
yeah, they said pussy in this kids movie, and one of the characters' names was Uncle Fugly in this kids movie.
Were they saying pussy like in reference to a cat?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No.
They said you pussy,
Oh.
but it was to a cat
Okay.
that was scared.
Right. One of those like wink wink towards the.
Yeah, and then one of the characters' names
Adult.
was just
Yeah.
Uncle Fugly.
That's good. That's
So
a good
Fugly
name.
pussy facts.
Okay. I guess that you can rationalize it pretty well. I'm on board.
Okay.
Good facts.
First, pineapple
facts.
tidbit fact for you, though, is that the production crew made sure Abigail Breslin really was listening to music in her headphones to keep her from hearing Alan Arkin's profanity-laced scenes in the van.
Nice.
Oh.
What are you guys
But
talking
also,
Politics.
but also, it's like the girls in showbiz. Ain't no way that she's gonna stay innocent for life.
Not past the production of this movie.
No.
Not past the production of the last movie she already did. Wasn't she younger in Signs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like 5 years younger.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. 01.
I always thought like her and Chloe Grace Moretz would kind of be like battling for roles. They kind of had similar style.
Yeah, they did battle, but Chloe Grace Moretz is better at hand to hand. So
I would
won
agree
those
with that. Yeah.
Have you seen her with a butterfly knife?
I have.
She won the battle.
I watched Kick-Ass.
Abigail Breslin is dead.
Oh.
She has a butterfly knife shaped hole.
I mean, I know she's dead. Have you seen My Sister's Keeper?
Ah,
So sad.
messes
So
you right
sad.
up. And then it's different than the book, so that also fucks you up in the movie theater.
You're ready for one thing and then it diverts. I didn't
Yeah,
know
and you're
what
like,
the book was like.
diverts.
remind me of how the movie ends, and I'll tell you how the book ends.
I don't
Wait,
remember.
no, I remember.
Oh,
Okay,
thank
so
God.
the sister that's not ill
Mhm.
finally wins her court case and says that she can be her own human and doesn't have to donate her parts to her ill sister. Is on her way to see her sister at the hospital and gets in a car accident and dies.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's what that movie is.
That's the movie or that's the book?
That's the book, because the movie, I think they are
They are-
kind.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the
Next
sister
fact.
dies. The ill
Yes.
sister dies in the movie.
Yes. Next fact. All of the girls acting as participants in the Little Miss Sunshine beauty pageant, except for Abigail Breslin, were veterans of real beauty pageants. They wore the same costumes, including hair and makeup, and performed the same talent routines as they had in real life pageants.
That checks out.
Why are you laughing?
Man, calling anybody a veteran besides
They're like 12
it's
at the
homeless
oldest.
guys with no legs up there.
We're catwalking, baby.
Yeah. Guys being rolled out there
Yeah.
asleep.
Next, the
40s.
heroin that Grandpa
He's
snorts in
got
the
him taped to his
bathroom
hands.
is actually crushed up vitamin B tablets.
Lame.
Ooh. I feel like wouldn't be a great time though. Like
Yes,
instant bloody nose.
Still don't snort really anything.
Probably feel better to snort heroin than vitamin B.
I would agree.
Probably,
Probably,
but
yeah.
probably worse for your health.
They should have tried to kill Alan Arkin on set.
My friend Garrett, our friend Garrett, snorted
I think they
crushed
did.
red pepper flakes that you put on pizza in the Pizza Hut.
He also did the
Did it
milk
hurt so
challenge.
bad?
Oh yeah, he hated it. And yes, he
Oh,
did the
poor
milk challenge like every 3 weeks.
I don't know. He kept doing it. Nobody wanted him to do it, and he never
I'll
replaced
do the
that
milk
for you.
challenge. Garrett, please. I
Yeah.
just bought this gallon.
I'll
of
buy
milk.
you another one in the morning. I'll go to the gas station.
He never did.
Not a single time.
Maybe he
There's-
just really wanted milk and he was like,
No,
finally.
he puked every
a
time.
fucking-
He threw it up every time.
Because that's what happens.
Where?
body can't handle it.
Outside?
Yeah. No, he started it
Oh.
inside.
Yeah, well, he would sprint. He wouldn't get it inside, though.
No.
He would begin the vomiting process and then make his way
Oof.
quickly outside.
What a great guy.
He was a
Oh,
great guy.
thank God.
Love him to death.
That's
Next.
the guy I played flag football with, right?
Yes.
He works at the good food store.
Yes. Wait,
Nice.
Subway.
that's also Devin. Devin also worked at the
No,
good food store
Devin
once.
is.
And you played flag football with him.
That's true, but he was bad at all sports that we played with, and Garrett was not bad at this sport.
Correct.
Sporty McSports, bad at sports.
Sporty McSportsball is very bad at sports. Next fact is that Abigail Breslin wore a fat suit for the part of Olive.
Nice.
Oh,
Beluga style.
good.
Beluga style. Blubber style.
Yeah, they had a few different options of sizes, and they went with beluga.
Yep.
Just very rounded belly.
Next,
Famous beluga look.
Michael Arndt had to quit his job as Matthew Broderick's personal assistant to write Little Miss Sunshine.
Ugh.
Before or after he hit somebody with his car while driving?
I don't know.
He quit that day, actually.
Yeah,
It's kind of like
probably.
Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on one of those planes that hit the towers.
Yeah.
That was Michael Harnt or whatever his name is. Arndt was supposed to be in the Matthew Broderick killing people car.
Little bit of both. Two birds, one stone.
Yeah.
That's what Matthew Broderick said as he killed the two people in the car.
That's what he said. He said, I love it.
Two birds.
This is great. I can't believe they're right next to each other.
That's so bad.
It's a beautiful day.
We're singing U2 right now.
I hate you too.
Next fact is that while filming in a convenience store in Santa Clarita, California, a Paul Dano lookalike walked in.
Is it Dano?
And I don't know.
Okay.
Paul Dano. Dano was late and unaccounted for, so everybody just thought the lookalike was him. And after he explained that he was not Dano, they took some pictures and sent him on his way.
Oh, nice.
Just a true
Like,
doppelganger.
just for evidence sake.
He just like walked onto set?
He was in the convenience store just shopping.
Oh, okay, that's
And they just thought he was Paul Dano.
yeah, that's hilarious.
You're like, bitch, where have you been? He's like, excuse me?
You're not
Bed?
in this scene. He's like, I just don't want a Snickers.
He's
I'm going
like, I
home.
know I'm not in this scene. Let
Yeah.
me leave.
They're like,
I know this is a movie.
Next pineapple tidbit fact is that the film was dedicated to Rebecca Anito, the 14-year-old niece of producer Peter Serif, who was killed in a traffic accident in 2005. She
God damn.
appeared as an extra in scenes at Pan's restaurant and in the convenience store, though.
Wait, she
No.
died or Peter Serif died?
She died.
Oh, that's sad. In
Yeah.
a train accident, you said?
No, a traffic accident. Could have involved
Same,
a train. I
same.
don't know.
Right.
Yeah, we don't know.
All the train traffic going on.
Next fact, on July 25th, 2006, so 5 days before it came out, Fox Searchlight Pictures invited VW bus owners to a screening of Little Miss Sunshine at the Vineland Drive-In Theater in City of Industry, California. 65 VW buses were present at the event.
Damn.
I think that's a cool little event.
Yeah, it is. Because I doubt they were sponsored or anything, were they?
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Also, I wonder how they like advertise for that. Like, if you have a VW, please come down.
I bet that's
Free
how
admission.
I bet that's how they did it.
Crushed it. I could be in marketing.
I bet you
Sign
could.
up.
Yeah, do it.
I only work 50% of the time. Take me.
Next, Stan Grossman is also the name of the go-to guy in the Coen brothers' Fargo. The creators of Little Miss Sunshine used this name as a nod to the 1996 Coen brothers film.
Hmm.
All right.
Big
Great
Fargo
movie.
fans. So yeah,
Fargo.
Fargo. Great movie.
Fargo.
Fargo.
The show, is it really just the same storyline but with different people? And they do it in 2 seasons?
The
I
show
don't
seems
know.
to be insane from what I've seen. I had a friend I watched like one episode with, and like John Hamm was there, and it was super cool.
Hunter told me to watch it so many times, and I never did.
Yeah.
Not as much as you told me to watch Road to Perdition, but
I think it's just like a season to season was an anthology when like every season's a different story. Yeah, every season's a new
Oh.
story.
It is a different story. Okay.
It's like a drama each time. I think they just take place in the Dakotas. I think that's the only thing.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only a
probably
couple
tell you
more
it's
facts.
now.
3 more.
Tidbit.
The
Please.
unpleasant character
He's
played
calling
by
them
Greg
tidbit
Kinnear
facts.
is called Richard Hoover. Right?
Yeah.
Dick Hoover, which is short for Richard Hoover, is a synonym for cocksucker.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously.
Do you love it?
I love it. Oh, that's great stuff.
Yeah. You
Cocksucker.
got him.
The witty here.
Penultimate is that Thomas Hayden Church turned down the role of Richard, which he later regretted. Others in consideration were Robin Williams, Alec Baldwin, David Duchovny, and Ray Romano. And
Ray Romano, no.
Donald Sutherland almost won the role of Edwin before Alan Arkin was cast.
Sorry, which role were they trying to get? The Steve Carell role?
The Greg Kinnear, Richard.
Robin Williams as Greg Kinnear would have been great.
Hey, no.
Crushed it. Nah. Yep. Wait, he's the dad, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like that'd be weird to match up Toni Collette with Robin Williams.
Probably.
It'd also be weird for an audience to want to root against Robin Williams, I think.
Very true.
Yeah, and anybody who's sad to turn down the dick sucker role, think about that for a minute. Yeah. Society.
Think about it.
There was an episode, I think it was one of the Transformers that we were on.
Movie.
Lucas did that exact.
You're too big of a fan.
That exact Robin Williams impression that I just did.
You have our inside jokes now. Marina doesn't even like our inside jokes.
The first time that she came on when we were like really into the blanks and she did it, we're like, oh, she did it. And then she's like, why do you do that though? I was like, I don't know.
I don't know.
We have no idea.
The couch.
Yeah.
Anyway, that impression of Robin Williams, I think it was like Transformers the last night or something.
Yeah.
Lucas did that exact impression. I said, that was pretty good. You went, pretty good. You didn't fucking say anything.
He was so proud of himself.
I was like, hey, that's pretty good.
You earnestly were complimenting him.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You and Lucas do bits at my expense all the time. It feels good.
It feels right.
It does. It's very funny. You guys
and
are
our
funny.
last pineapple tidbit fact is nominations.
Ooh.
The BAFTAs: winner for original screenplay, winner for Alan Arkin in supporting role, nominee for best film.
BAFTA these nuts, right?
Yeah, we've
like
done
100 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nominee for
99.
the David Lean Award for Direction. Nominee for Abigail Breslin. Nomination for Toni Collette. At the AARP Movies for Grown-Up Awards, it won Best Comedy and nominated for Best Movie for Grown-Ups.
Yeah, where the fuck does AARP get off?
I don't know.
On Alan Arkin's stop, I guess.
Viagra style.
Nice. Cialis. Yeah. Weekender.
Old man snorting heroin? That's what I'd vote for if I was in a nursing home. Probably. Oh no.
Don't tell me about the fucking Sunset Manor.
She's stuck like that.
AFI Awards, winner for Movie of the Year. The Alliance of the Women Film Journalists, winner for Ensemble Cast, winner for Best Comedy About Women, by or about women.
Okay.
Best Breakthrough for a Young Artist, and Abigail Breslin. Nomination for Toni Collette. Nomination for Alan Arkin. And directing. There's so many of these. I'm not going to do them all. We're just going to go to the Oscars.
Good thinking.
Winner for 2.
Movie.
It won Best Original Screenplay for Michael Arndt, and it won Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role for Alan Arkin.
Just sounds like a fake name.
Other nominations included Movie of the Year, Best Picture of the Year, Abigail Breslin for Supporting Actress, and that's it. So 4 noms, 2 wins. Is there anything else in here that I really want to talk about? The Clotrudius Awards Ensemble. Critics' Choice. Oh my God. Paul Dano won. Abigail Breslin won. Ensemble won. Writer won. So it was for a bunch. I was just trying to find the Golden Globes. Nominated for Best Comedy or Musical and Best Performance by an Actress for Toni Collette. Weird.
Yeah, she's not all that great.
She's amazing in it, but no Abigail Breslin or Alan Arkin, who ended up winning.
Yep.
So, oh,
Maybe
and
they were
sex.
also very biased and thought that she was beautiful, pretty, and hot.
Yes,
Probably what it
exactly.
was. They weren't allowed to vote.
And then Screen Actors Guild, the SAGs, winner for Best Cast, nomination for Alan Arkin, and nomination for Abigail Breslin. So,
Nice. All right.
a lot out there. I could have gone for hours through that page.
Yeah.
But that's going to end our Pineapple Tidbit Facts. Nicole Kidman, yeah?
She's here.
Ooh.
What's she getting into this week, folks?
Some history.
Trying to text
Oh.
11034 if we should kill Nicole Kidman again.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, like, call 1-800-SPANK ME, and she was a sex line operator.
No, I was trying to do one of those
Oh,
old,
again.
like 90s sitcoms thing where you text.
Yeah.
I guess that's probably not 90s. It's you're texting like mid 2000s. And you can write the show for us. What should we do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Should
1890s.
Smormu be a regular character on the show from now on?
Kelly, do you remember when we called 1-800-SPANK ME, me and Lucas?
I sure do.
Hey there, big boy. You want my tits in your mouth? Oh!
Yeah. Frantically pressing the money button, trying to send her stuff. Have I told
Giving all your Bitcoin information.
Give me your Bitcoin login. Have I told the 1-800 North Pole story on this?
No.
Have I not?
No.
I'm sure I told you about it. Not
Not
you
me.
would know. When I was like 10 years old, I just gotten a phone. I think it was 10 that I got my phone for my birthday. Little flip phone, LG, whatever. And I was trying to call Santa, so I typed in 1-800 North Pole, just the T9, you know. And
Absolutely.
it was a sex hotline. It was the same exact thing.
It was
Dang,
Nicole
Mrs.
Kidman.
Claus.
It scared the shit out of me.
That was Nicole Kidman. She's a phone line operator, sex line operator, trying to steal your Bitcoin.
She's trying to steal.
Wait, what
our
about that
presents from
one
Santa.
lady that fell in love with a dolphin, but we make it a beluga whale and Nicole Kidman?
The girl from the 70s or the 60s?
Yes.
The acid lady?
Yes.
Nicole Kidman falls in love with a beluga whale
Yeah.
on the
Yes,
internet.
but she has to make more money, so she's a sex operator to like make money for those two to survive.
She's
And she's at home. She's like, you're writing your damn book. And the dolphin's like,
yeah.
And she's like, I don't care if he said he could sell it. I need fucking money. Yeah. She's like in an
Yeah, I
argument.
don't want to eat fish again, Gary.
He like storms off. He grabs a briefcase.
Can't even
To the
be called
dolphin bar.
catfishing. It's just called cat dolphining.
This is just Little Miss Sunshine, but Greg Kinnear's a dolphin. And Nicole Kidman is Toni Collette.
What?
That was
Yeah.
Obviously.
But she's Nicole is a beluga catfishing as a dolphin.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. I see what
Can
you did
talk?
there.
No, she just makes dolphin noises.
Okay.
And the person's like, girl, you're sexy. Greg
Beluga's
Kinnear's
like,
like,
"I'm
oh my
into
God.
Okay.
So Greg
But then
Kinnear's
he
calling
finds
it
out
sex
and like beats the crap out of her.
He does. He domestic abuses her.
like
Violence.
Wildlife abuses.
Yeah. So Greg Kinnear calls a dolphin sex line, and a woman is Nicole is a beluga whale is catfishing.
Don't look at me confused. That was your entire idea.
Perfect. Let's get into the movie.
Blame me for it.
Movie.
So the movie starts with Devotchka's, how it ends. Devotchka. I
God.
love Devotchka and the song and the whole soundtrack for the most part.
They had Sufjan.
They did have Sufjan. I heard that in there at one point. I was like,
Good.
Chicago?
It's Chicago. Of course, it's Chicago.
But no
Great
words.
song,
It was
though.
just trumpet.
I think he does the All Things Go, the bridge towards the end of it.
I didn't hear any words. I thought I just heard trumpet.
He's always got a choir in there somewhere.
Yeah. But a bright-eyed Olive watches a taped-over Miss America contest and recreates their moves after winning. She's just ecstatic. You know, she loves this. She has this passion for it.
But she hates blinking.
No.
No,
She hates belugas.
that's
Damn.
Richard, her father, is giving the presentation of his life about the 9 steps to refuse to lose. But as it looks like this grand presentation that's to a small audience of like what appeared to be like a night school. There were
Like 6
talk,
guys.
talk about the 9 steps. There was 9 people in the audience.
Heyo.
Hey.
Some dudes.
Yeah.
And some girls. And Dwayne, the
Dwayne.
Albano. She did it. He is marking a calendar day by day after a workout, documenting some task. You meet Edwin, the grandpa. He's snorting heroin in the bathroom without anyone knowing. And lastly,
Well, they pretty much
Everybody knows. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they know.
yeah. And lastly is Cheryl, Richard's wife. What's her name? Olive's mom. She's going to pick up her brother Frank, who had just attempted suicide. She argues with her husband Richard on the phone about letting him stay with them, but he's got nowhere to go. Epic failure. Fail army.
It's God sending him back to Earth.
Puts him on fail army
Yeah.
on YouTube.
It's showing all the other angels.
And Richard gets home and skips over all the messages on the answering machine, trying to hear from Stan Grossman about his new book deal. Frank has to stay in a room because he can't be by himself with the older brother Dwayne. And Dwayne, he doesn't talk because he's taken a vow of silence based on the works done by Friedrich Nietzsche.
Nietzsche.
This is where Lucas would say something very profound and philosophical about Nietzsche.
When he would intentionally say Nietzsche
Yeah.
and show his teeth a lot.
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Yeah.
And he communicates either by nonverbal or writing on his notepad. And Olive is in the basement training with her grandpa for performances for her next beauty pageant. But no one knows her act except grandpa and herself. And you get a kind of strained and awkward family dinner. And at this dinner, it is revealed that Frank, who is a homosexual professor and renowned scholar of Marcel Proust, tried to kill himself after a love interest left him, his student left him, for an academic rival named Larry Sugarman, and then subsequently he lost his job, got kicked out of his apartment, and even lost the Genius Grant to said Larry Sugarman. So then from that point, everything went down in the gutter. And this opening scene of the dinner is just, it establishes everything you need to know about the family dynamic, because everyone fucking hates Richard and his 9-step bullshit.
Yeah.
Every other word out of his mouth is, you're a loser, or, oh, you don't need luck, it's all about hard work, or remember the 9 steps, or, oh, shut the fuck up, Richard.
It's such a great scene because you get everybody's like kind of overarching character arc and their dynamics with each other. Like, you know, everybody's relationship to one another as they're introduced, basically. And it's not just like shitty exposition, like I'm the dad and I'm shitty.
You're wondering how I got here.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's really well done.
I bet you're wondering how I got here. My life,
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy.
Steve Carell singing.
It cuts on his own.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Steve
I
Carell
also love how Abigail Olive is like such a kid, right? Where she's like literally just so curious about Steve Carell's character and is like, what's going on? And then you get to see even more of like the complex like reactions to Richard being just an actual dick sucker.
Self-righteous prick. This is the one moment where I've loved a precocious young girl.
She's not even like precocious.
Overly
I wouldn't
precocious.
say. Yeah.
She's
I mean,
just-
she's like smart for 7 for sure.
Yeah.
But that's I guess you're right.
But
yeah.
she's being a kid and she's just so innocent. She's asking genuine questions like, you were married to a boy, what happened to your arms? She's curious.
You tried to kill
Totally.
yourself. That's stupid.
I know.
What the hell?
But so you get her, you get the self-righteous prick, you get Toni Collette, who's fed up with just her entire life, Dwayne, who's not talking, you get Frank, who tried to kill himself and just doesn't want to be here,
Yeah.
and Alan Arkin just comes in. The first thing he ever says in the whole movie, oh, God almighty, every night it's the goddamn fucking chicken. For one fucking night, can we do something other than the fucking chicken? Like, okay, he's great.
Yeah. That was maybe the worst Alan Arkin I've ever heard, but I love his first lines.
But a great Robin Williams there.
Great prospect.
Hey!
Not a great Alan Arkin.
But-
Come on down to the old goddamn fucking chicken shack. We got buckets of this shit. That's a good impression of that guy,
Yeah,
whatever
it
he's
is.
up to.
Whatever he's up to.
I'm
Selling
great at
goddamn
impressions
fucking
of
chicken, I
random
guess.
characters.
Oh yeah, well, your impressions are great, just not of anybody.
That's a good bit of like somebody's like trying to do impressions and they're like,
I
it's
do
just
a
some-
good salesman. Check this out. You just
Yeah.
do a voice of
It's-
anything.
Yeah, it's just like random things.
Yeah.
It's not anybody somebody knows. It's like, yeah, it's a chicken salesman.
That's a great bit. Yeah.
But
We'll
so
work
you
on
do
that.
get to know everybody, and
Oh no.
cued by her father to change the subject.
Can
of-
she hear us when she's frozen,
I don't know.
or vice versa?
Well, we can't for sure. Can't hear her.
Right. Well, are you sure? Or is she being
She's back.
right?
Can you hear us while you're frozen?
No, it's so sad because I was like laughing super hard at nothing all of a sudden. Like I was in the moment, we were laughing. You guys were like dead quiet, and I was like, "That's embarrassing." So we fixed
She's
this.
laughing like it's such a tragedy about what's happening in the Middle East.
Yeah. She's like, oh, they're famous podcast hosts. They laugh all the time at this stuff. I got to keep my composure.
Yeah.
Of course, they've stopped
Lebanon.
laughing.
Fuck up.
And she's just over there frozen.
You were still laughing.
Well, especially
Elmar.
because I'm still recording myself, and so it probably is going to sound terrible when we mash up the audio, and you guys are talking about the bombings, and I'm giggling.
Are we talking about bombings?
No, that was the scenario.
Oh, I see. That's funny. I missed that entirely.
No,
My bad.
But after the whole suicide and gay talk at the dinner table, cued by her father to change the subject, Olive tells the family about the beauty pageant routine she's working on with the help of her grandfather for the upcoming Little Miss Chili Peppers contest. Little Miss Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's right.
Oh,
And-
hey, that guy did the music video for Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh.
That's true. Uh-oh.
And then,
Full
although
circle.
Olive is not
He's about
of
to go
the
Jennifer
typical
Coolidge.
pageant ilk, she's, like we said, she wore a fat suit. She average looking,
Huge
glasses
suit.
wearing 7-year-old. She adores the pageant work, and she had won second place in the regional contest. But then during dinner, they're like, oh, speaking of contests, of pageants, there was a message from Cindy, who is Toni Collette's sister, on the phone about Little Miss Sunshine. So she freaks out. They listen to the message, informing them that the winner of Olive's recent pageant had to forfeit, and that Olive now has a place in Little Miss Sunshine pageant in California. Olive's overjoyed. She begins to pack immediately, just running off screaming. But the parents realize that there's a little bit more to this because it's this Sunday. It's in like 4 days. And they have no way of getting transportation there because, one, they're broke, spending all of their money on the 9-step shit.
Yeah.
And two, so they can't afford a plane ride. Two, they can't take their normal Mazda Miata because Grandpa wants to come, but he can't fit in the car. So the only other option they have is this VW bus, but she can't drive stick.
Yeah.
So if they're going to go, it could just be a couple of them, but they can't leave Frank alone. And they can't leave their son, Dwayne, the 15-year-old, alone either. So it's either going to be all of them go or none of them go.
Yep.
In my life,
What could go
is
wrong?
pretty wrong. And after some kind of hesitancy, especially on Frank and Dwayne's parts, they all reluctantly decide to go into the van and take this family road trip this weekend. And they're in the car. They're just kind of going, and you get conversations in the bus that Grandpa was kicked out of the retirement home Sunset Manor for selling and using heroin, which he still enjoys.
Hell yeah.
And maybe partly
Also,
for
it's just
apparently
B12.
B12. Also maybe fucking 4 women at once regularly.
Hell yeah.
4 Uma Thurmans.
Hell yeah.
That's a lot of Uma.
3 Uma, sure, but 4?
My life is kind of crazy.
It's 4 Uma
You're
clones.
surrounded by 4 Uma Thurmans. You're wondering how I got here.
There's a pun
This
in
is
this.
Kill Bill.
Hi, my name's Kill Bill. Or is Kill Bill Uma Thurman?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's
And
in
my
Pulp Fiction.
life is a fucking movie.
In my life,
It's
this
a
kind of
fucking
movie.
The good, the bad.
And a fucking movie.
I said the
I'm
good
sure
babe in the movie the other day, and Seth or Lucas was like, "Oh, you've been sitting on that one for a while, haven't you?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So he enjoys fucking bitches and snorting heroin and all that. Dwayne is in the back spending time reading the works of Friedrich Nietzsche and ignoring his squabbling parents and grandpa's brazen sex advice of fuck as many women as you can. You're young, get that young pussy.
Yeah.
Because if when you're
kind of some shallow Hal advice we have going on here.
Full
Kind
circle.
of it invokes shallow Hal in a way.
immediately when he's like, when you turn
Full
18,
circle.
you're looking 3 to 5 years. I was like, oh my god, you're still looking for 15-year-olds when you're 18, huh? It's got some wise words as an adult.
Yeah.
You guys are all hanging out the same place. Maybe.
When you say it like that, it does rationalize it pretty well.
Thank you. High school's wild.
High school is wild.
18 is just a number.
That's
when
why
you're in high
teachers get
school.
away with it. I mean, what?
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 Man, I wish I fucked a teacher. It'd be lame now. We're like the same age.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm
It'd
Marina.
be lame now. It's like, ma'am, you just make a worse salary than I do. Thank you. Have a great day.
I'm just a fucking cook. I don't want to fuck you.
What about a professor?
That would
Professor
sound hotter,
Chef.
but they probably
No,
don't.
it's like chef
Professor
versus cook.
Chef.
You know what I'm saying? It's like cook, chef,
Yeah.
teacher, professor. Like same step up.
Where do you put sous
But you-
chef on that ladder?
In between, right?
I
Not a
guess.
cook,
Yeah,
you're
but
a
what is
sous-
the teacher equivalent of sous chef?
assistant professor?
The professor's assistant.
Assistant to the regional
Executive
professor.
2.
She sounds hot.
She sounds
Something.
Je ne sais quoi.
menage a trois.
Ooh.
Je ne sais quoi
You,
ménage
her,
à trois.
and the
What?
assistant.
What about Louvre Thurman? She's like a
Ooh.
painting.
She's like a she's
La
a-
Lou Thurman. Love it. She's
We
for
sh- Oh no. She's fur
for
French something. Man. We should probably get on with it. Oh.
I'm back.
Oh.
So
Damn.
I showed
I
my
have to tell you
chef
guys-
that horn the other day. And I found his
I-
Twitter. I was going to message him on Twitter and ask if he wanted to come on the podcast. He has a Twitter. Like I found the guy and I found his personal account.
your chef?
No, the
ham
ham horn
horn guy?
creator. Yeah,
Wow.
Okay.
he has not accepted my follow request, but I will get back to you guys.
Perfect. Yeah, let me know about that. So they end up stopping for breakfast at a diner.
I'm
And-
so sorry, Marina.
Why?
I just been a while.
Oh, she's just reading upstairs. She's
Oh,
probably
she's
loving
probably having a
this.
great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
But during this breakfast at the diner, Richard is insufferable. He continues to intervene in conversations about not apologizing, Edward ordering extra bacon, which could kill him, Olive ordering her waffles a la Modi, which he dislikes because she could get fat, and she ends up eating the ice cream anyway, but he's just the worst during this.
He sucks.
And at the stop, he's trying to call Stan Grossman to figure out where his book is in the process. And he continues to call, and the calls he just doesn't pick up the phone for him. But he lies to Cheryl, saying that he can't get a signal over and over, and it's not just Stan not answering his calls.
Yeah.
So he kind of knows the grim fate of what's moving forward
Mm,
while misleading his whole family.
very grim. Good word.
Grim?
Yeah, it's concise to the point.
Thank you.
Doesn't always have to be like 5 syllables.
That's true.
Yeah.
It just feels good because I usually don't get a lot of good words out of me. I'm always the one giving the good word
Yeah.
things out.
Yeah.
Lucas is usually the one
We're
receiving
sorry.
them.
That's because he has he's got his book online that he's like, oh, I just read this. I need to implement it somehow into the podcast, even though it has no context. He'll
Well,
find a way.
We can't see his screen. Lucas has a page of just different words he throws in that he knows we won't know.
I mean, ostensibly he does.
Opposite.
And so after this, they come to a rest stop, and the clutch on the bus breaks.
What?
The part has to be ordered, and it won't be here for almost a week. And so without any other options, this forces the family to push start the bus whenever it's not parked on an incline, because I don't even know what the guy's accent was in the auto body shop.
He was, I think, Northwestern Albanian.
Oh, wow, very specific.
Yeah.
He was like, these old buses, you don't even need to do first to second. You just need it from third to fourth, and then you just cruise on by. And
Just some Eastern European accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Romania.
how do you know that about the
don't.
clutch? He was like,
Oh.
I have 12 of these at home. How did he know? He's so specific. It's so
Right.
accurate.
He's a great mechanic, is how he knows.
Oh.
he's a great geo-guesser.
Look, if they're going to use their one Deus Ex Machina on some European guy fixing their car, I'll take it.
Or giving them, like a little hiccup.
Yeah.
That adds comedic relief.
I don't know. Was he funny?
No, the idea of pushing the car every time is like the comedic relief.
Oh, yeah.
The Deus Ex Machina to give that little aspect of comedy between the drama aspects.
I don't know if it was comedic relief. I thought it was like a mutual bonding overcoming a mutual struggle.
It's that too.
It was outstanding, as they say.
In a field.
Well, I do think it's funny every time they
All right.
start to push this bus, Steve Carell is running every time. Has anyone told you that I'm the most renowned Proust scholar in the U.S.?
Good running bit.
Every time.
Love a good running bit.
He has to
he's
remember
fun.
why he's alive.
True. And it's like, hey, I'm the number one most renowned Proust scholar, and I'm pushing a bus after
Yeah.
trying to kill myself.
What?
Yeah, fuck you, Larry.
How I got here.
Fuck you, Larry.
My life is pretty crazy.
So you get to see the mayhem that's going on during the first pushing of the van. They end up all making it in, and for once, the whole family is happy. They bonded over this like little monumental moments. So many mums.
This magic moment.
When your lips are close to mine.
I'll still Venmo Devin.
I forgot it's Devin that gets all of a sudden one day he's like $5 from Kellee.
How did she get my Venmo?
And on the Venmo thing, it's just like the kissy lip emoji. Like that's all he's he's a beautiful minding it, trying to put these things together.
I feel like he would remember after a week. He'd be like, "Oh, they did it."
Yeah, he'd be like, "Wait a fucking minute."
I think we will kiss eventually. It'll
Yeah,
probably,
we almost kissed last week and I ruined it.
you did ruin it because you tried to use tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to do it in front of Marina though, because she
What
would be
is
so
tongue?
mad if we kissed without. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or you
I
can't
was
go in with tongue, Brandon.
I was leaving last week and he was like, "See you later." He was doing this thing like, leaning his head over the couch, and I was like going over to kiss him,
couch.
and I was gonna do it. And Brandon started doing the tongue thing. And Marina's like, "Brandon," like hit him. She was like, "He was gonna do it. I knew it. I could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kiss you." And he was like, "Really?"
Yep.
He's like, "I've been let down too many days."
Go
So-
big or go home. Lead with the tongue.
Back to the movie.
Right.
They're on the road
That
finally
old
again.
thing.
And Richard is preaching about his 9 steps and how he pitched it to Stan Grossman and how it was a revelation. And Frank's in the middle seat just playing friendly, listening to his story until he has enough and goes full sarcasm mode. They get into a huge argument. They break up the fight and they end up stopping at a gas station. And at this gas station, they stop there because Richard gets a call on his phone, but it actually does drop service this once.
For real.
So he calls him on a payphone and he gets the news that his book deal has fallen through. He's trying to tell Stan that, he's nearby. He's passing through from Albuquerque to Redondo Beach. Scottsdale's right there. He'll stop in and help sell the book. And while all this is happening, Olive's off doing her routine in the field. And Frank is sent in to buy some porno mags for Grandpa.
Yep.
And he is humiliated after running into his ex-lover in the convenience store who's there with Larry Sugarman. It's embarrassing to see how far he's come since being this renowned professor, but also he's buying nudie mags, which is
And he
hilarious.
still has his little wrist bandages on.
Yeah. And nudie mags of women.
Yes. Well, he did have
Tit
one
ladies.
as well.
Big tit ladies. Hit the
Don't
thing.
hit. Oh, come on.
That's perfect.
Big tit ladies. How do I sound like that? Is that what I sound like?
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like my voice. It sounds better in my head than it does in recordings.
That's really fucking gay.
You kind of like that one though.
That one's funny to me.
And yeah, so he's humiliated in multiple ways.
Yeah. Also really weird of like your ex that kind of disgraced you and went to go like elope with your rival professor of the same thing you study exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then be like, hey, how have you been? Like, what's up? What's new?
Oh,
If
bigger
ex-
thing.
Yeah.
Why is he taking classes from both of them if they teach the same shit? Like, it's not like you're
Yeah.
getting a different class.
Well, it's this guy's thing on Proust. I got to know how he feels about him. He's probably not taking either of the classes. He's just like some roaming gay graduate student.
He
that's
like
looking for
stumbled
over-
into the library one day.
He probably is. He's like, tell me more
Shirtless.
about Proust. And he's like twirling his chest hair on his finger or whatever.
He was shaved for sure.
Well,
Sugar?
that guy was, but there's no way
No.
Larry was.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what I'm
Larry
saying.
was-
No,
oh.
the kid's seducing both of the professors. They both fell for it. He's getting free vacations to Redondo Beach.
I see. I thought you were saying the kid was twirling his
Through
chest
their
Like,
hair.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's like, yeah, he's doing
I
it.
see.
Yeah.
Nobody
So-
twirls their own hairs as a sexy thing. You do it to somebody else and it's sexy. You don't do it to yourself.
You wanna do it with
A
the
girl
hair,
does
though.
it with
Yeah.
their own hair.
A dude does not do it
That's
like,
different
oh, hello
than
there.
chest hair.
Oh, for sure. Nobody's
Pube-
ever done
pube
that
hair.
as like unironically.
Could
Pube
you
hair,
imagine if somebody fucking did that?
Armpit hair.
I would do pube
That's
hair.
hot.
Is it-
You do pube
I
hair?
would. It would be funny.
I mean, at that point, you're probably
You're probably in at that point.
You're probably
yeah.
second
Okay.
date.
If you don't lead with it, it's probably, it's probably fine.
Brandon. Some people that is a second date. No judgment.
No,
To all of
you've
our
you've already done it multiple times on the first date. Second date, you're already doing it.
What am I doing?
Twirling your pubes.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
Abraham
So-
blinking them.
after all this, the family returns. Don't spit.
Sorry, I was thinking about what are they called? I don't know what they're called, but the Orthodox Jew, the curly.
Oh.
I want to do that. With
Yeah,
my
yeah,
pubes.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, put a little hat on.
That's all you need. I can
like-
give you 2 curls if you want.
That or no, thank you. Or a Jerry.
Yeah.
Jericho would be cool. I look like Lionel Richie down there.
Last week, Lucas didn't even mean to do it. He figured out another animation in the Skype thing.
What did he do?
He was doing this. He was sitting with his hands like this on his
Oh,
head,
the heart.
and it made a heart, and then hearts just started blowing up everywhere.
Damn, I love that.
Yeah, he was leaning forward like this, and then it did it. He's got some weird updated Skype
It's not
thing.
working.
It doesn't happen with us.
Why not?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, we don't know.
I hate it here. How do we make the storm arrive? What's next in the movie? Sorry.
So they end
I'm
up
very
back on the
distracted.
road after all this humiliation and book sales
Good
not going
goggles.
through. And then all of a sudden, Dwayne realizes that they have to return to the gas station because Olive's just not in the car.
Yeah.
They left their
Poor
7-year-old daughter practicing in the field by the gas station. So they come back,
Yeah.
but they have to swing by. They can't stop to get her, or else they're gonna have to push stop the car. So she's got to run and jump in. She
Yeah.
does. They're all happy about
She
it.
does.
She does crush it.
This is the third time
Because
I've
she's a
seen this.
winner.
She is a winner, and she will always be a winner. This is the third time I've seen this movie, and this is the first time I ever saw this scene as like a creepy van coming by and scooping up
Yeah.
a child and leaving. That was never a funny scene to me. I was like, oh, they came back and got her, and they can't stop. But like watching it out of context, you're like, oh, I see the joke now.
Yeah.
It took me 3 watches, but it's finally funny.
Come in this van! Come, hurry!
Yeah.
Jump in the van!
Come on, sweetie. Yeah.
And
Everyone
so-
else not doing anything either. But,
After
all
the
right.
news of his book deal not going through, they're back on the road, and Edwin gives a true heartfelt message to Frank about how he's proud of him as his father.
I cried
because-
a little bit.
Oh, you know how many times do you think I cried in this film?
More than Al.
Yes, I think 6 to be exact.
No.
I think it was like 2
I
or
bet
3.
he cried more shallow how.
I cried a lot in that one scene, but I cried a lot in 6 scenes in this.
Okay.
But he gives him like a genuine like, I'm your father and you're my son and I'm proud because you put yourself out there and you actually tried at something and most people don't even try in this
Yeah.
life. And it was like,
But then they hold hands, and you're like, what?
and there's just this beautiful like French horn music behind it all. It's like that. Da, na, 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 na. And I'm just crying my eyes out.
Right. You love a French horn.
I do love
the
French.
goddamn French horn.
So they end up checking themselves into a motel for the night. Richard and Cheryl share a room, Frank and Dwayne in another, and Grandpa and Olive in a third. Dwayne sits in his room listening to his parents argue about their financial situation, and for the first time in the film, listening to them argue, he smiles.
He does.
I
Lying in
didn't
the
know that was his first time. Oh shit. That's
All-
morbid. I like that about him.
Olive and Grandpa are in their room rehearsing, working on their growling, when she confesses to him that she's scared about the pageant the following day, but he reassures her by noting that she will blow them out of the water.
They're roaring, Brandon.
What?
They're roaring. They're not growling.
Oh, sure.
They're being fierce. There you go.
And
Thank you.
he gives her the most honest, like, pep talk about her being both beautiful inside and out, and how she's not a loser as she starts to break down and cry because all she's heard in her life is her dad call people losers, and she doesn't want to see a loser. And I'm just crying my eyes out.
Oh, it was the soft French horn again.
Yeah.
You actually just have to read the subtitle to see that they're talking about you're beautiful inside and out. It's really just that French horn.
Heavy French
so
horn.
loud, and it's in the room, so Alan Hawkins has to yell over it.
You're beautiful, and you're not a...
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Oh, crying my eyes out again.
I teared up a little bit.
And Cheryl and Richard have this explosive argument about the failed book deal. Richard says, you know what? I'm just going to go to Scottsdale in the middle of the night to confront Stan. But he can't take the bus by himself because it won't start and he can't push it on his own. So I don't know if he borrowed or if he stole or if he paid for this moped, but he takes a kid's bike.
He definitely paid for it.
They don't have
There's
money.
no way. He's too poor. Yeah, exactly. He stole it.
I don't know. They have 3 different hotel rooms. They get breakfast every day. They've afforded all the gas.
It's AARP that's
Some money.
putting,
Yeah, it's
putting
AARP.
down some money.
That's why they got nominated. That's just funny because you can see Greg Kinnear even trying to like do the right thing and show his wife that he's worth a damn. He's walking over to the kids all timid. He's like, oh, looking around. Oh, hey fellas, didn't see you there. I need your bike. Yeah.
So he takes it 23 miles-ish to Scottsdale, riding on the highway, and he gets there. He finds Stan, who's screening his calls.
Who's Bryan Cranston?
Bryan Cranston, just this tiny-ass role. I'm like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah, he was just Malcolm in the Middle's dad at this point.
Yeah.
He was.
And it's
Oh,
true.
I love that movie. This show.
Great show.
But
Live.
Dewey was my favorite. Dewey.
Dewey. It's good.
his ideas are rejected again, saying that the material is good, but Stan could not sell the idea of Richard to anyone because nobody knows who he is.
You're a nobody in this town, kid.
And so dejected, he takes the moped back to the motel. And they sleep through the night when Olive wakes up her parents in the morning saying Grandpa won't wake up.
Yeah, he's sleepy.
Ooh.
So they
He's
follow
so
the
tired.
ambulance to a hospital, and she talks to each of her children about how no matter what happens with Grandpa, she loves them so much, and they're all a family. And Dwayne writes on his notebook to her go
hug
hug mom. I'm crying again because you can see that he does sometimes care in these moments, and he's shown no care for his family up to this point.
He hates them.
And
He hates everyone.
Edwin is
Underlined.
pronounced dead of an apparent heroin overdose. And this is like one of the few notes that I took that wasn't a plot point, because the doctor is like, I'll send the liaison and the bereavement liaison, and he just turns around in the hospital and just goes, Linda!
I forgot about that.
How did he scream that?
Yeah, right in front of the grieving family.
Yeah. So Linda comes in here, and she's not comforting at all.
Yeah.
She's more just like the paperwork liaison, not bereavement whatsoever. She's like, you need to finish this death certificate, be as detail oriented as possible on this form about how he died.
Please.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
That's the bereavement.
I just want to know the tea. Thank you.
Yeah.
But she's very pushy about it, not giving them any lenience about the situation. And the family grieves, but the paperwork that they're instructed to carry out is going to ruin their chance to get Olive to the pageant on time. And they can't get him back to Albuquerque or leave the state without a without a license of some sort. So determined to honor his father's memory, and with the power of the 9 steps, Richard has the family smuggle the body out in the bed sheets through the hospital window and into their van. And as they're running through the parking lot, like all carrying it, sheets over Frank's head, the shaky cam was like perfect to show like the urgency of the situation.
Yeah. I can't remember for sure now, but I feel like Dwayne smiles again in this scene.
Maybe
When they decide that when he's like, look at my dad stealing a dead body. That's crazy.
that is, I
He's
mean,
like proud of him.
I think so.
it's-
I might just
That's
be
my
right.
dad.
it's terrible, but it's also hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, and also nowadays, I don't think that they can have windows that you can actually open in hospitals because of COVID.
Oh,
Was
That's
that why?
fine.
I was thinking
Yeah.
because of suicide as well.
Oh, probably, but you have to have negative pressure, so the windows have to be completely sealed. You can't even open them anymore.
Okay, interesting. Crazy world we live in.
Yeah, it's
You're wondering how I got here.
crazy out here.
I lived a pretty wild life.
Where the
So,
hell am I?
Back in the car,
I'm wondering how I got here.
I have
You're probably wondering how I got here.
That's the Saw movie's opening. I bet you're wondering how you got here.
Oh, fuck, probably.
And he's just
I bet you're wondering you want to play a game right
life is unfair. A saw attached to your dick.
French horn playing in the background.
now.
Yeah. If you don't eat this bowl of shit in 19 seconds, I'm gonna cut your dick off.
And make you cry by listening to the
Make
French
you cry.
horn.
The French horn just going. Yeah, it's not a soundtrack. The French horn guy's in the room with
Yeah.
the guy with the saw blade. hovering
They're
over
like,
the-
play! Otherwise you die, French
Yeah.
horn player.
Yeah, play the French horn or you have to eat his dick. There's no way he finishes the shit in 19 seconds. it's
Little did
coming
he
off
know
and
his
you're
name
eating
is
it.
Richard Hoover,
Oh,
ultimate dick sucker.
So he ate it through his French horn, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. This bit's stupid.
He definitely
Anyway.
blew.
What a stupid bit. They should
This
make
one's
another
dumb
Saw
scratch
movie. Cut that.
Cut this out.
Back in the car.
Right.
Olive
not
has like an
cutting it.
optimistic outlook on everything, asking them like what they think is going to happen with Grandpa and if there's a heaven. And she even tells Frank that she thinks he's going to make it into heaven. And I'm just like, oh, I'm crying again.
Yeah.
Stupid shit. And oh, here it is. Oh, my note. It's so beautiful, and I'm crying like crazy with this French horn score until it's playing as everybody's just kind of like reflecting on what's happened until a car cuts them off. The music stops immediately as he honks on the horn,
Quit that.
but by doing so, the horn breaks and is not going to stop honking. And
Love
quickly thereafter, they're pulled over by a state trooper.
Very satisfying horn, though. I like this noise.
It is a good horn.
Yeah.
But the trooper
Worth
immediately
crying over.
The trooper immediately makes Richard step out of the van
Nice.
and like
That
to the
was
back
good.
of the vehicle. It was like for no reason, but
Yeah.
he's suspicious when he steps out of the vehicle. He's like, "Come back here."
He's like,
No,
don't do that. No.
Mm-mm.
So he has probable cause to search his vehicle,
He probably does not. That's probably made up.
and he doesn't comply with him to walk
Always
into the
is.
trunk. So he opens the trunk and he nearly uncovers Edwin's body, but is sidetracked by all of Grandpa's porn collection that falls out. This is the horniest guy I've ever seen. Aside from Seth? I don't know.
I just don't think he was that horny. He was looking at a magazine. He was going, nice. It's not the horniest guy
He's
you've
like,
ever seen.
oh, I love this
He's
one.
like, this is good.
This one's my favorite. Oh, I love it when they do this.
That's just how guys used to talk in 06, man. I think.
That's just how they be.
That's how
That
we
was-
talked. We
That
were
was
10.
how they did.
All
yeah.
guys.
All guys
No,
talk.
just in 06. You had a limit to it, okay?
That was the 1 year all guys had, and since then it's been ladies only. In terms of
Yeah.
what happens and doesn't happen, and who's in charge of it.
Women love to talk
That's
about
right.
sex.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they do, just not to
Yeah.
us, to other
Exactly.
women.
Yes.
And then they just talk shit about you, potentially.
Yeah, well, not me. I don't brag or anything, but they hate who I am as a person more than they hate what I've done
As a
behind
lover.
closed doors. Yes, yeah.
Behind clothes.
Maybe I should reevaluate my priorities.
So they end up. He lets the family.
It's all a bit.
He lets the family go in exchange for the porn magazines, and the road trip continues. And the Hoovers
Good
are
save.
almost at the pageant site and are making great time. But while they're doing this, Olive's given Dwayne an eye test that she got from the hospital. And during this, Dwayne fails the colorblind test, and Frank tells him that you're colorblind. You can't become a pilot if you're colorblind. This is why he took the 9 months vow of silence. And because of this, it wrecks his dream. He loses it. They stop the bus, and he runs into a culvert in just rage, screaming. First word said in the film is screaming, fuck. And then immediately saying, you guys are getting divorced, you're bankrupt, suicide, heroin use. Literally downplaying all the family and insulting
You guys
them.
are all losers, he says.
Yes.
Fitting the theme. This was the scene that made me watch this movie.
Oh, really?
I saw this
Yeah,
on
it's
TikTok
so
or
good.
something out of context. I didn't know the movie or like why Steve Carell was there.
Oh,
so I like looked into this.
Excuse me, sir. Why are you fucking here?
What are you doing in this weird like indie looking movie? So I looked into it and
Yeah.
I was like, Little Miss Sunshine. I've been to watch that. So I
Also,
did.
why are you dressed as a depressed Jesus, my guy?
Yeah.
Was he out of the hospital? Like there's so many things that you learn throughout the movie that I'm like, I don't have the context and I would like the context.
And I'm crying.
Yeah.
And there's no French horn
There's
even
Brandon's
playing in
crying.
this scene.
Why are you
It was a super
That we
sad
know
where he
of.
breaks down crying.
I don't know. I mean it's sad, but it just feels like almost
Yeah,
cathartic
it's like,
by the yell.
yeah. It's not like sympathy vomiting where like if somebody vomits, you vomit. If they cry, you cry. No.
Me. You also talked to my dad for 20 minutes about me crying.
Yeah. It might have been longer than 20 minutes. It was a good night.
There was wine involved, okay? They couldn't be too sure.
Little vino. I lost track of the time.
My parents had 4 bottles.
Lost track of the wine.
Nice.
Hey.
And realizing that this wrecks his dreams of becoming a test pilot, he's refusing to continue the trip with them, failing to be comforted by Cheryl. And they're like, well, we're just going to have to go. And she's like, well, we can't leave him. Olive goes down there by herself in her red go-go boots, trying to get
those
down this
go-go
little hill. Goes over there.
The way she's waddling.
Yeah. Goes over there and just gives him, which I thought was the most appropriate thing, a silent hug. Doesn't say a word. Just like he's been doing the whole time. Rests her head on him, and he's like, knowing this is the only family member that he respects, he's like, we're doing this for you. I'll come with you.
It is also a subtle way to show what he's given to the family, because it's when he tells her to go hug mom when she's crying and having a breakdown, and she's learned that behavior from him, how to be compassionate. So without even realizing it, he himself has become a very compassionate person, and she, through his own teachings, has learned how to heal him. So he's healed himself in a way through his own family.
Make me cry.
It's just a nice moment.
Oh.
Very good writing.
Energy giver right there.
Brandon's actually crying, by the way. And I kept going because I was trying to make him cry.
So they arrive at the
Clear
Regatta
out those
Suites
glasses.
Hotel
Get a little windshield
with
going.
like a
The wipers
bunch of
specifically.
confusion about the exits they need to take, the parking situation, not being able to stop at the toll booths. They just have to break through them. They drive very illegally, but end up
Hell
making
yeah.
it to the sign-up table, but 4 minutes late.
Yeah. Or the clock was running fast.
Could have been.
And those people are crazy.
I mean, pageant people are
Preach.
crazy. And though a
Very
snippy
sane to put your
pageant-
child through that.
Though a snippy pageant official initially refuses her entry, a kind employee adds Olive to the lineup, and he even gives them a funeral home service to contact.
Yeah, that was funny.
So Olive,
You guys
while
need
she's-
anything else to help you set up?
Funeral home.
Is there a funeral home nearby?
And while they're signing up, Olive sees Miss California sitting over there. She gets her
I
autograph,
love this.
and she comes up. She asks, "Do you eat ice cream?" She's like, "I do. I love it." And this just makes Olive ecstatic. I'm crying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Loves... He's crying again.
Crying at Jerry Garcia.
Yeah. He's dead.
He's
Brandon.
Although
Yeah.
technically it's a
It's been 30
yogurt.
years.
It is a frozen yogurt. So
Is that true, Dan?
No.
no.
Is it not
It
true?
has dairy.
Jerry Garcia, the Ben and Jerry's one is a ice cream.
Yeah.
All right.
But the one she's probably talking about is probably like TCBY. Shout out to that old company.
Shouts out TCBY.
Rat Boy.
Shout out Red Boy. I thought the Cherry Garcia was specifically a Ben and Jerry's thing. I didn't know it was everywhere.
I did too.
Yeah. I'm
It
learning something
probably
new today.
is. I don't know, but
TCBY is the country's best yogurt, by the way. It used to be a frozen yogurt shop.
Pinkberry.
What about BBY?
BBY, Billings Best
Big
Yogurt.
beautiful yogurt.
Big busty yogurt.
I'd be into that. Big beautiful yogurt. That's my For You page.
What about big busty yogurt?
That's fine. I don't care. Whatever the substitute B is in there, I'm in.
I just need big, and I just need yogurt.
Big beluga yogurt.
Double big.
Listen,
Win-win.
They have milk. It's fine.
Well, Olive's backstage, and it's evident that she's not cut from the same cloth. Different lifestyle she's grown up in. All these girls are like getting spray tans and full faces of makeup and in pretty small, like bikini-esque swimwear for a 7-year-old to be wearing. And
With the biggest hair.
yeah,
They're just bikinis.
they are.
Not bikini-esque. I mean, it's just
They are
straight
just
up,
bikinis,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And Richard, he finds the undertaking service
He finds the Undertaker.
to remove
And
Edwin's
choke
body
slams
from the
him
van
through the table.
from the funeral service. And this was a hard scene to watch because even though he's had like this poor relationship with his father, this is how he has to say goodbye and watch the van just like take his father's body away in just the state of California. And it's like, oh, that was their goodbye moment.
Did you cry at that one?
Of course I cried in that moment. Duh. So, while that's happening, Dwayne and Frank, repulsed by the freakish child pageant nature, they're like, we're leaving. They go to the pier to take a walk. And the pageant begins with Richard sitting out there watching with all these prepubescent contestants coming out, slathered in makeup and fake tans as they take the stage. And then Olive just kind of tacked on at the end. And I hated the announcer as he's singing America the Beautiful.
That was my favorite.
Love
So
the
funny.
fruits in plain America.
Yeah. The
America.
But I
The only
did
thing
love
that could have
Olive's
made his
reactions.
performance better was the soft French horn in the background.
It was missing something sad and sweet, just looming overhead.
Brassy in a way.
Brassy, then taxi.
But Olive's reactions to him singing like right next to her face was priceless. She's like, because all the other girls are.
Yeah.
And she's
It's her starting to realize the culture of this shit, like her understanding what the larger.
And back at the pier, Dwayne, who's now vocal again, expresses his frustration with being a teenager and life in general. Frank offers his nephew a piece of Proust philosophy, which is that your suffering, not your happiness, defines you as a person, and how, although this moment has been poor for him, it's going to build him into a better human being.
Borderline dangerous ideology.
True.
Yeah.
Any philosophical work can be, probably.
Oh, for sure. But the idea of like, if I hurt myself more, I'll be a better person at the end of it.
True.
Kind of weird. But I get
I feel
it.
like that's every gym bro ever.
Fair.
I don't know if Marcel Proust and the gym guys are in line philosophically, but I'm not in the gym enough. I couldn't say.
And you're not.
She's frozen.
And you're not in
I'll
a
never
philosophy
know.
class, so
No, I'm just some fucking guy.
you're a cook, a sous chef.
I'm cooked. Morally and intellectually.
So Richard's in the crowd watching, and he becomes nervous for Olive as he watches from the audience, knowing that she's not going to fit in. And he and Dwayne kind of share the same concern. I loved when Frank and Dwayne end up leaving the pier and coming back. They walk into the door for 1 second and seeing a girl like doing a cowgirl dance or something.
Yeah.
You don't even see them leave. It's just the next scene of them coming out of the door and like, nope,
Yeah.
not doing that.
Well, it's funny comparing it to Greg Kinnear's. Like, he's been in the audience the whole time, slowly realizing how fucked up it is. Those guys are in there for 4 seconds. They're like, we have to go
We have to
backstage
leave.
right now.
They go back.
He needs to know for sure if it's fucked up. Can
Yeah.
she be a winner here?
Yeah.
9 steps.
Yeah. That is, yeah. Even though he's growing as a character, he's still like, well, she's good at it and
Well,
she can get famous.
And he would be a
Step
loser
are
if he
broke.
left the audience and he didn't stick through with it, you know.
Step 3 is help your parents financially.
So they end up going backstage, both Richard and Dwayne, sharing the same concern for Cheryl to call it off because she's going to be laughed at. But Cheryl stands her ground, saying that they have to let Olive be Olive. They came here for this. And so they watch nervously as Olive is led to stage to perform. And she gets out, dressed up in a suit and a top hat. She dedicates the dance to her grandfather, who had choreographed it, and the rest of the family, like I said, have not seen it. They turn on the song, which is Rick James's Super Freak, and the whole dance just turns out to be a strip burlesque routine, which Olive performs with gusto, as she's so innocent she doesn't understand the stripper raunchy overtones that the grandpa has made her perform here. And it made me think, I was like, what are her previous dances have been? Is this the first time grandpa's choreographed something for her? It must be, right?
Sex sells, Brandon.
It does.
He probably was kicked out of the nursing home after she'd gotten second place.
Sure.
And sex does sell. That's the other funny thing about this part is how like raunchy the performances were before this one, but this one's just so obvious and overt that the judges had to be like, "What the hell?" Even though everybody else was being like sexy gymnasts and doing like.
I mean, one girl just yodeled.
I mean, yeah, but like all others.
Sexy yodeling, though. Be real.
It was sexy yodeling, of course.
Yeah, because there was a French horn with it.
Yeah, that's probably why I cried.
And so the audience, like appalled, they even began to like boo and catcall her. The Hoovers stand up and start cheering her on and clapping and doing their thing when that snippy pageant official from earlier orders the MC to remove Olive from the stage. I love that she was disgusted, but Miss California, who was another judge, is sitting there like smiling, taking notes. She's like, I like that. Like she was having a great time.
I guess she was part of the pageant circuit.
She's done it before.
She was one of the contestants and not like a judge that came in later. She knows just like, oh, she's performing. Nice.
She doesn't know.
Yeah, she's probably.
And so as the MC's trying to get her off stage, Richard butts in and begins dancing next to his daughter to support her because he's like, Olive, okay, we're going to have to just start hitting the...
Your retelling of it is so much funnier.
And basically, one by one, all of her family members take the stage and joyfully finish the number with her. This is the only other moment where all of them are having this bonding connection and happy. And I put, this is potentially my favorite finale of a movie I've ever seen. It's so funny, like coming out of nowhere. It's making me cry. It's beautifully scripted.
Oh, is it making you cry?
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
The family's together. And then flying out of laughter.
But schedule a wine tasting with your family so we could talk about it? I just need to know.
Of course.
It's a good time.
You want to come?
Yeah, of course I do. It sounds like
you're so happy. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to invite myself, but it sounds like a great evening.
And so I did love that after like everybody's like slowly clapping for him, the dude that was sitting next to Greg and you're, yeah!
Hell yeah!
Loves it. So after that, a brief visit in the police precinct. The Hoovers are permitted to leave and not under any trouble, as long as Olive's never entered in another California beauty pageant. They take those terms and they leave. They make it back to their car, realizing they came here to accomplish what they set out to do.
Police in this movie are so weird.
But they open up the trunk and see one last family member as they pack it in, and I'm crying. And
well, they don't see him.
The lack of him is sad.
They don't see one
the
more family.
Sheet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And having become closer and more confident during the trip, they push start their microbus once again and pile in, and they drive into the sunset back to Albuquerque.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And that is the end of Little Miss Sunshine.
So good.
That was everybody's moment to cry.
The break?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think
I did. You'll hear one like on my side.
Do you think anybody's ever cried listening to this podcast?
No.
Good answer. All right, moving on. Just
maybe out of laughter.
Yeah, maybe. Because I've cried on this podcast because laughter turned into an anxiety attack. Because the goddamn Star Wars Christmas special.
Wookiee.
But a listener probably has not cried.
Quotes.
If Kellee hasn't cried, nobody's cried.
You have
one. Yes.
Kellee, how many quotes do you have?
6.
Damn. Brandon is 15.
I think I have 15. You say you're 1.
Okay. Mine is towards the end. It is when
I have 15.
Steve Carell and Paul Dano, so I do not remember their names in the movie,
Frank and Dwayne.
Oh,
are on the
is it the
pier.
room? Yes.
He's talking about Proust. He's like, you ever heard of Proust? He was a total loser. Never had a real job. Unrequited love affairs. Gay. Which apparently is an adjective to describe losers.
Yeah.
Or losers, or gay people just are losers. I don't know. It
Something
made me
like
laugh
that.
at the time.
Kelly,
That
you're
was
six.
that one
It's-
is one of mine.
It's very sweet, but the implication was very funny to me.
Yeah. Didn't learn a thing. Yeah, it's all about like you don't get better without suffering, and I think that's really sweet too. That was actually my first one.
That's a better quote.
My first one, was that one. My second one then was when Cheryl was like, "I'm so glad you're still here with us," and Frank just goes, "Well, that makes one of us."
Classic.
I think that's two of mine.
Oh, we've done this one before, but it's where Frank goes, "Who do you hang out with? No one?" And then Dwayne writes, "I hate everyone." Frank says, "What about your family?" And he just underlines everyone.
Classic move.
Let's see. The next one is Dwayne again when he's still writing. Dwayne writes down, "Please don't kill yourself tonight," when Frank first stays the night. And Frank goes, "Not on your watch. I wouldn't do that to you." And then Dwayne just writes, "Welcome to hell." Thank you, Dwight. Coming from you, that means a lot. Good night. Then I have the frozen yogurt one where Olive goes, "Do you eat ice cream?" And Miss California goes, "Yes, my favorite is cherry chocolate Garcia, except technically it's a frozen yogurt."
Shut up.
And
I don't want to hear about frozen yogurts. I want to hear about cookie dough.
That wasn't my question.
And then my last one was Dwayne when he finds out that he's colorblind, just going, "Fuck!"
Good quote.
Cried.
I should have just written "fuck" in my notes app.
Fuck!
Quote.
What'd you name your notes?
I think Little Miss Dumbshine, but I did Lil.
Lil. Yeah, nice.
Little Miss Dumbshine.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to do mine.
Kind of phoned it in because I like this movie.
I told Seth that I didn't take like any quotes during watching the movie because I've seen it so many times. I knew exactly what I was looking for on IMDb, so I just took them all down. That way I could focus more on the movie. One of the ones is Grandpa talking to Olive. He goes, "A real loser is someone who's so afraid of not winning that he doesn't even try." And that's right after she's crying to him. And I was like,
And that's right before you started crying.
exactly. And right after.
Cue the French horn.
It's like right in between.
Yeah, I definitely cried a little bit there.
Oh, yeah. Do you know who Marcel Proust is? He's the guy you teach. Yeah. Anyway, the rest of that.
Oh, yeah, you got the whole thing, not just the...
Spent 20 years almost writing a book
Right.
almost no one reads, but he's also probably the greatest writer since Shakespeare. Anyway, he's just boasting himself up as well during all that.
I do wish Lucas was here because I would ask him if that's true.
Yeah,
in
I
any
would have too.
regard.
Anyway,
Excuse us, English teacher of high school.
Yeah.
he gets down to the end of his life and he looks
What's up
back
with
and
Proust?
decides that all those years he suffered, those were the best years of his life because they made him who he was. All those years he was happy, total waste. Didn't learn a thing. So if you sleep until 18, think of the suffering you're going to miss. I mean, high school, those are your prime suffering years. You don't get better suffering than that.
You do.
You Are you okay?
Fine, it's a bit.
You had some pretty good suffering. in
It
high
was
school.
so true behind there. Your eyes said different.
That's why I wear the glasses. You can't really see them too well.
Yeah, 4 eyes.
See the torture I
Real
put
rich
up?
coming
The
from you.
suffering? Yeah.
Yeah,
You got like... I don't even know how many
Sexy
eyes.
eyes.
Yeah, damn it. Don't steal my bits. I was working towards it.
You got
What's
okay,
your
I have
next?
2 eyes, but only one works.
Oh, shit. That's right. Womp womp. Speaking of French horns,
Oh yeah.
that is a French horn sound. An
When
infamous one.
French ass horn.
That is
Yvonne.
a French ass horn. More like Louvre horn. Louvre hornman.
I was gonna say Louvre over. We got a French horn
I
in
hardly
town.
know her. Oh,
Oh, it's too many references at once. Sorry.
Richard and
I'm
Frank
gonna start
arguing about
crying
the
again.
9 steps in the van on sarcasm or whatnot. Richard goes, "Sarcasm is the refuge for losers." He's like, "It is?" He said, "Sarcasm is losers trying to bring winners down to the level." He's like, "Wow, Richard, You've really opened my eyes to what a loser I am. How much do I owe you for those pearls of wisdom? Oh, that one's on the house. Oh, that's on the house? I don't owe you anything?
Oh, that's for free.
At the end dance, Olive goes, I'd like to dedicate this to my grandpa who showed me these moves. And the MC just goes, oh, that's so sweet. Is he here? Where's your grandpa right now? In the trunk of our car. What?
But that was actually technically wrong. So
Yeah, he wasn't.
It wasn't.
Grandpa sitting in the back of the
he
car.
wasn't.
We haven't done that one in a minute. I took this picture.
That's a great picture.
Yeah, that's right after Olive says that
Nice.
she's in the trunk, and Toni Collette's face is really great.
Grandpa sitting in the back of the van goes, Jesus, I'm tired. I'm so fucking tired. You know how tired I am? If a girl came up to me and begged me to fuck her, that's how tired I am.
That's such a good line. How do you write something like that? That's so funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's genius.
Coming
It's
from
gotta
an
be that
8-year-old.
guy's grandpa
Yeah.
actually said that.
Yeah, it had to
Prob-
have been.
yeah, based on a true event.
Dwayne talking to Frank at the pier. You know what? Fuck beauty contests. Life is one fucking beauty contest over another. You know, school, then college, then work. Fuck that. And fuck the Air Force Academy. If I want to fly, I'll find a way to fly. You do what you love, and fuck the rest. Frank just goes, I'm glad you're talking again, Dwayne. You're not nearly as stupid as you look.
Boom
It's
roasted.
a
Oh, poor
Beautiful
guy.
moment.
Boom roasted.
And a beautiful response, but also hilarious.
Oh,
What?
separate revelation. Sorry,
Another vulgar grandpa. Fuck a lot of
it's
kids.
unrelated to anything right now.
Fuck a lot of women, kid. I have no reason to lie to you. Not just one, a lot of women. And Richard goes, okay, Dad, I think we get it. He's like, are you getting it? Is it going in anywhere? No, don't show me the fucking pad. I don't want to see the fucking pad again. He hates that notepad.
So mad.
Oh, crying scene. Grandpa, am I pretty?
Right, every scene.
You're the most beautiful girl in the world. You're just saying that. No, I'm madly in love with you, and it's not because of your brains or your personality. It's because you're beautiful inside and out.
Yeah, this scene is both heartwarming and like horribly funny. Because she's like, Grandpa, and he's like, what? I'm trying to go do heroin in the bathroom. Go to bed. And she's crying, like, am I a loser? And he's like, no, you're not a loser. You're beautiful. Now go to sleep. I
Yeah.
love you. And he
Now
goes,
go to bed.
immediately goes
Alamody.
alamody bed.
When they're talking about how he fell in love with a boy, Olive goes,
That's
him?
silly.
You fell in love with the boy? He's like, very much so. That's silly. He's like, you're right, it was silly. It was very silly. And Grandpa just goes, there's another word for it. The comedy's ripe in this film.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Frank talking to Grandpa when he goes in to buy the nudie bags. He goes, I'm going to go get something to drink. You want it? And he's like, yeah. Give me some porn. Give me some of that real nasty shit, too. I don't want any of that airbrush shit. He's like, okay. He's like, oh, here's a 20. Actually, get yourself a treat, too. Get yourself a fag rag. It's like, you can't. It's so funny.
Damn, you said it without any hesitation, though. That's
He's-
on you.
He's actually crying.
Shut up.
I'm trying to help you. If you're crying, if you're persevering through the word fag, then it makes you look better.
Oh!
I don't care. It's a fun word for me to say. I love the gay community.
Me too.
Yeah, I have a lot of good gay friends.
And then he gets in there. I'll take a
We love
blue
them.
raspberry slushy.
They
That's a
gotta leave me
great,
alone.
great drink choice,
Yeah.
Frank.
Right after 4. Oh, that was right
And
after
he still
4.
is white.
He's all white. Yep. This is a quote that I say a
He should've
lot with my
changed.
brother. And it's just that he's like, you aren't speaking. And he just points to a picture of Frederick Nietzsche. He's like, what's that? Is that Nietzsche? You don't speak because of Frederick Nietzsche?
Nietzsche.
Far out.
Is that Nietzsche? Chachi? Sounds like Ben Stiller.
Frank, when
Oh,
she's
it
doing
does.
it does. When she's doing her
Chachi.
chachi, when she's doing her dance up on stage, somebody boos from the audience, and Frank looks around and,
I'm gonna
where
fuck
are they? I will kill those little fuckers.
I was gonna bring that up earlier, but I figured you
I
had
will
it.
kill those little fuckers.
Yeah.
Frank at the dinner table goes, I couldn't help but noticing Dwayne has stopped speaking.
That's pretty good.
Penultimate is Another one of those vulgar moments. Frank and Grandpa talking. He's like, I take it you didn't like it at Sunset Manor? Are you kidding me? It was a fucking paradise. They got pool. They got golf. Now I'm stuck with Mr. Happy here, sleeping on a fucking sofa. Look, I know you're a homo and all, but you can appreciate this. You go to those places, there's 4 women for every guy. Can you imagine what that's like? He's like, you must have been very busy. Ho ho! I had 2nd-degree burns on my Johnson. I kid you not.
Ho ho!
Such a perfect role.
Yeah.
2nd-degree burns.
Yeah, not even 3rd.
Oh.
So they still hurt.
Speed.
And my last quote, one that I did not take from IMDb,
Nice.
is one that I noticed.
Ooh.
It's when they listen to the voicemail back and they're telling her that she's made it to Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah.
And Cindy goes, the girl who won had to forfeit her crown. I don't know why. Something about diet pills. Anyway, and I was like, that's hilarious.
Caught.
This controversy of doping in the 7-year-old beauty pageant community.
Real AF.
And so that's going to
Yeah.
end our 21 quotes. Ratings, you're down 7-0.
Can I just give up and see what she's got?
No.
Well, let me go
$1, Bob.
first. All right, fine.
Thermometer.
1%.
Wait, critics or
Oh yeah, is it critics?
Critics.
Okay. Probably like a 3% then. If it's critics, they rate a little higher.
73?
I guess Kelly's the winner.
87.
You already said 3.
I was just guessing for fun this time.
It's a 91%.
That was close.
Critics loved it.
Critics gave it a 91. Hot dog.
How about the
Hot
people,
dog.
Kelly?
100%.
The people, yeah, I think they're pretty close, but I think a lot of people may have missed the mark. So I'll say 87.
The winner today is Kelly. It's a 91%.
Again?
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
Feels like cheating.
What about Metascore, though? Critics out of 100? Long pause.
7.3.
73.
No. 7.3.
Kelly?
84.
The winner today is Kelly. It's an 80.
Ooh.
Lost you if I did do 73.
Yeah. So she's up 10-0 right now. You just have to get this one perfect 5 times in a row to tie.
You got this.
I have to get this one thing
Yeah.
perfect 5 times. In a
5
row.
times.
Kelly,
Okay.
what do you think audience gave this on IMDb out of 10?
I'm going to go with a 7.5.
8.6, 8.6, 8.6, 8.6, 8.6.
Oh, that's all 5.
That's
I
all
get it.
5.
The winner today is Kelly.
Fuck.
It's a 7.8.
I couldn't even win one.
Kelly wins
7.8.
today 11-0.
Not bad. Not bad.
Thanks for letting me win on my birthday.
And before we do our own ratings,
That counts.
let's
And I
see where
Didn't
this
let
falls.
you win. I got my ass kicked in the first half, and there was no coming back.
Let's see where this falls on our list. It's near the top as a 7.8.
That's good.
Now to the top.
10, 11, 12, 13. The 14th best film we've ever done.
Damn.
Films just worse than this are Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, When Harry Met Sally, The Little Prince, The Fifth Element, What We Do in the Shadows, and The Florida Project. And then just better than this, A Christmas Story, Love on a Leash, Annie Hall.
Shut the fuck up. That is such a crazy. That's not real.
Every time you bring it up, I get a little bit of confusion in general.
Annie Hall, Groundhog Day, The Exorcist, and Ratatouille.
Like, just listen to that lineup, and then it's like Love on a Leash. Like, no.
I have to keep remembering the facts of people like rating bombing it. Is
What was the-
do you
yeah.
call it?
Yeah.
First
Ratings
rate
bombed,
bomb it.
Yeah.
What is that? I'm not gay. What was like one of those opening lines that we laughed so hard at?
Probably that. It was so fucking dumb.
It was that. It was like the very beginning of it too, before he's even met the girl.
Don't touch me. I'm not gay.
I'm not gay, pal. Yeah.
Prince is not gay, obviously. That was his
I
name,
remember
right?
his name.
Yeah, his name was Prince. What do
It
you
was my episode.
Still.
That's why.
I didn't
What are you
watch it for
giving Little
fun.
Miss Sunshine on the lasagna scale?
Fuck it. I'll give it a 10. Who cares?
Whoa!
It's just a great movie, and I like it a lot.
Reasoning? Because it's a great movie and you like it a lot?
Sure.
Sweet. Kelly, out of 10
But
on the
I-
lasagna scale.
Yeah, I think I'm with the people, like a 9.1.
Okay.
And I think it's like, I think a lot of people miss the mark on it. And so that's why it's like, oh man, it's really hard to say like everybody will love this. But I feel like we've all had this, like, you cope with really dark things with humor. And I feel like this family really like embodies that kind of sentiment and is like, they're all dealing with their own shit, right? And then they can like still make it through and come together stronger, which is really sweet. And I really like that. And they bonded together for this like little thing who they knew was going to not do well in this thing. And they still pushed through.
Beautiful.
Did you like the movie, though?
Oh my gosh, I love the movie. It was
And I have to be objective here because it's the John Lasagna scale. I know it's my second favorite film of all time, so I'm trying to
So 9.9.
I'm trying to conflate that with
0.9.
objectively.
Would you give Forrest Gump a 10?
Probably not. No.
But it's your favorite movie.
Yeah, probably.
So there's no
maybe.
reason for you to be objective in relation to your scale. if
I mean,
you
I would
don't.
still like on IMDb where it doesn't let you do points or anything. I've given Forrest Gump a 10 out of 10, but I don't think like if I could give it like a 9.7 or something, like that's kind of it'd be harder to put it into that category.
Okay.
But this one, like I said, I have to be objective, even though it's my second favorite film of all time. John Lasagna, respect to the podcast. I think I'm going to give this a 10.0.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
My
To
second-
not respect the podcast.
No, I am respecting it. You actually nailed it right on the noggin with coping mechanisms of dark humor or with comedy with dark moments in your life. It's sprung with 6 amazing performances, and that's all you need throughout the whole thing is just this family with instances here and there of both physical and verbal comedy, and then some very dark moments. And I don't know, there's something about it that hits me every time it strikes a chord that not only makes me cry, but it makes me laugh, it makes me smile. I think about this movie a lot. 10.0.
It's a very good movie.
10, 9.1. We've just got some reviews left. What did you drop?
Nothing.
Right, you panicking over here. Critic reviews, I've got 3. First off is by Josh Siegel at ABC News. He says Orson Welles would have to come back to life for this not to make my year-end top 10 list. A rating. What?
I don't know. I just hate people trying to reinvent the wheel. It makes me mad. I don't like when Big Rog does it. I don't like this guy grading them. 1 to 10. We got it.
I hear.
Just do it.
1 to 10 or 1 to 5? Give me something that's easy to...
Just give me something. Stop doing like, oh, what if we do like...
Just give me something.
How many popsicles did it take me to eat during this fucking movie? Because of stress eating, because of the stress factor.
11 out of 17.
Yeah.
Religious factor 40.
Yeah, the faith-based review scale.
Well, those people are a different kind of fucked up, and I will not even acknowledge them.
Next review is by Owen Gleiberman
Oh,
at Entertainment Weekly.
ass.
He said, the characters are just walking, talking catalogs of screenwriter index card data. C rating.
What the hell?
So not only is he an idiot, but he
Yeah.
does it on the grading scale.
This guy's hit the trifecta of just being a jackass.
Dumb.
Bad rating, stupid name.
Yeah. Bad rating scale, stupid name. He just didn't fucking get it either. There's a lot of these critics that just don't get it. And Lucas would agree.
He gets a C in life.
Yeah, get his ass. He'd probably get worse than that.
Right.
He had a G for Gleiberman.
For Gleiberman.
And then the last
G-.
one's by Roger Ebert at the Chicago Sun-Times.
You better like
One
this
of the
fucking
wordier
Gleiberman.
ones I found from him, he says, Little Miss Sunshine shows us a world in which there's a form, a brochure, a procedure, a job title, a diet, a step-by-step program, a career path, a prize, a retirement community to quantify, sort, categorize, and process every human emotion or desire. Nothing exists that cannot be compartmentalized or turned into a self-improvement mantra about winners and losers. You just won't see a better acted and better cast movie than Little Miss Sunshine. It's a daring movie that establishes the characters and comedic tone in a single 20-minute scene built around a family dinner of takeout in which we learn everything about the family dynamics and then ... road trip. 3.5 out of 4 stars.
He gets it.
Wow. He does. But also, didn't you kind of expect Tony Robbins to be in this one? Not Babe in the Big City or whatever, but like legitimately, like that's the kind of
That's the Richard characters, Tony Robbins.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, but somehow he does it better where you're not like, this is so chintzy and you can like make fun of it rather than being like, here's this like well-known dude who we can't shit talk.
Because of his big chin.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. When she said chintzy, I was like,
yeah,
he does have a big chin.
You
You're
got
right.
me with a word I don't know. I had to make fun of Tony Robbins' defense mechanism.
Don't be turgid.
I wasn't scared. Just defensive.
Oh, sorry.
And then lastly, I only took 5 user reviewers because I knew having Kellee on, it was gonna be long.
Yeah. That's why Lucas doesn't show up.
Is it me personal? I can keep it. I can keep it concise.
I mean, it's partly
short,
you, but we
to
all
the
just started
point.
going.
But you bring a certain je ne sais quoi to the dynamic of this podcast. Exactly.
You lean into the bit so much.
Yeah,
that
which
other
I
guests
appreciate
don't.
so fucking much. I'm a big bit guy. Anybody that will humor...
Big bit. I'm pointing at his penis.
He was pointing at my penis, folks. All you listening.
Tune into the YouTube somewhere.
At 2:26:18 to see Seth's big bit.
I'm not gonna pull it out.
Oh.
You don't have to. That's how big it is.
True. You'll see it anyway. Tune in, folks.
Anyway, you love a bit.
I do love a bit, and I appreciate Kellee being on here because she's one of the few guests that entertain me as much as
as you entertain yourself.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, the other closest being my own sister, and even then she was like, "Shut up." We have to talk about the movie.
So 5 reviews. First one's by Snoopy Style.
That's fair.
On New Year's Eve 2013, he says, the reason this movie works is that I love these characters.
True.
I love everybody except for the dad. They're just so weirdly likable. They are the essence of an underdog story. I love this family, and it's not only for the cute little girl. I even love the VW van. 8 out of 10.
I would say all those things.
It's kind of a dumb review, though. He's usually better than that.
He is kind of dumb right now.
He's like, and they have a sick ride. Bye.
Can you? That's fucking awesome.
Next one's by Lee
broken.
Eisenberg.
Writer of The Office.
She knows. Almost also New Year's Eve, December 30th, 2006. Just
whoa.
He says, I've seen many movies about dysfunctional families, but rarely, if ever, have I seen one as good or as funny as Little Miss Sunshine. As not only shows the fictional Hoover family's messed up existence, but shows how the daughter is the least damaged. Maybe it's because she's the youngest, so there's hope for her. Yes. Anyway, I can't recommend this movie enough. It's just one you gotta see. You can touch this. 10 out of 10.
That's fucking funny. I think
Can't
Touch This was a song.
Can't Touch This?
That's bad.
That's so funny. Because that you can't touch this, but
he thought it was MC Hammer.
Super freak.
And he wrote, you can touch this.
Yes.
Oh man, that's funny.
Which is weird to say about a little girl.
Also true.
Also true. Yeah. This guy's dumb.
Yeah, all in all too, like of course the youngest is the most innocent.
Yes,
of course.
Of course.
Of course.
That's the point of it as well.
It could have been a boy, it could have been a girl. It did not matter the gender. It's like it's the youngest person. Okay, go on.
It's the blank slate tabula rasa style.
What?
Tabula rasa.
Next up is by newcomer Yerwin 1.
I win?
On February 10th, 2008, they say a derivative ripoff of National Lampoon's
Derivative? Sorry. I can see your face just doing it for me.
I was laughing before you even said it because I knew it was coming.
A
Also, it's what
derivative-
Hunter used to say all the time.
A derivative
It's a bit
ripoff
derivative.
of National Lampoon's Vacation. Let's see. How about we have a dysfunctional family driving across the country together and a relative traveling with them dies on the way? Or how about we have one of the kids not talking to the family the whole movie? Wasn't that done in the Royal Tenenbaums? The parents are good. Alan Arkin plays another in his long chain of annoying characters. And I don't think a character spouting off obscenities throughout a movie is particularly humorous.
Well, this guy goes off of the faith-based review scale.
Little Miss Sunshine has some cute
25
moments,
out of 60.
but the rip-offs from other movies, the obscene grandpa, and the trashy ending made this a big disappointment. 4 out of 10.
4. It's like,
Idiot.
also, it is different. Like, one is very heavily holiday themed. Yes, we all have dysfunctional families, and a lot of it has like the same like stereotypes, right? Like kids who are fucking pissed at their parents, don't talk to them. But none take a vow of silence based off of a philosopher in Germany.
Kind of took that detail out of his little summary there.
Pick and chose what he wanted to
Yeah.
make his point.
Nor do we take the thing that like minimizes children the most, like beauty pageants, and say like you are defined as your like actual facial features, which is what society bases everything off of,
Yeah.
and throw a child into that.
Well,
Yeah.
This guy must align with that because he called the ending trashy. The fact that the family all came together and danced together, whether it was in anybody's social parameters or otherwise. And he was like, that was dumb. They
And
should have been
bad.
beautiful instead.
Yeah,
We
if
should
they
have been
were
able to
hot, this
enjoy
would be a
that.
different ending. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, this guy might just be stupid.
Next
Let's
up
kill him.
is by Cost Mask. Talk about stupid.
We should have an execution segment at the end of these.
Where we kill people?
No, you just never bring their reviews back.
Yeah, we pick one
Don't
reviewer
be crazy.
that we just ixnay from
Little
the podcast.
Songbird
for
is
a night.
fucking out.
She would be gone so fast if it was a voting system.
Well,
Oh,
Denise actually didn't mind her in her last review, so she's like a 4 instead of a 5 right now.
it's crazy how up to date she is on everything. It's
Except she didn't
wild.
review this.
No, I meant Kelly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she listens to the first day.
I know, it's insane.
True fan.
Next up is by Cost Mask on June 14th, 2020. He says,
Is this
Well,
the
I-
dumb guy?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have to admit, I never
this guy blow?
understood.
Execute.
I never understood, nor do I think I will understand the need for very young girls to be displayed and taking part in such competitions like the mentioned Little Miss Sunshine. Our main kid here is quite excited about that competition, and she is so good in this movie. But she is also surrounded by quite the ensemble of actors. The script is also really good. There's so many things that have to work for a movie like this to be in the right lane. No pun intended. If you like dramas that feel and are real to life, this is one of the movies you have to watch. No matter what you think of kids' beauty pageants. 10 out of 10.
Well,
And
That
not
was a
as
better
much of an
review.
idiot here.
Halfway decent.
He didn't tell me that there were rodents
that-
or not in this, though. So
well, he also
Is that a
just
ratatouille?
needed to not be executed today.
yeah.
He did, and he
Yeah,
knew.
it was G-Force, which is clearly a movie with rodents all over. He's like, hey, if you're not a fan of rodents, read this review first so you know ahead of time.
Yeah, in case you haven't seen the trailer or you're blind.
I'm warning you guys.
He's so stupid.
It's fucking G-Force, of course.
Yeah. Stay in the right lane, no pun intended, because there was a road for most of the movie.
Yeah.
That's a bad point.
And they were in the US of A, so we drive on the right side of the road.
It just
so-
seems like a reach, right? For
How-
pun
And
intended.
also, when they broke through the parking gate or whatever, they were on the left side of the road.
They were.
Interesting.
Both times.
What are you making me read?
How do you think you say that name?
Oh shit, Eduka Yahiro.
Aduka Yahiro. On
Question.
Lucas's
Yeah.
birthday,
I wish I had an accent.
Dang.
August 13th, 2018, they say.
Good birthday.
They don't all die in the end. Good birthday. They don't all die in the end.
I had that criticism.
That was the only ending that would make me like this crap.
About
I
Toy
honestly
Story.
wanted every one of these characters
the
to
fuck?
die.
I'm
Other
sorry.
ending than
What?
that, it was going to disappoint me. So that wasn't the ending. Then I totally hated this trash. 1 out of 10.
A Daka Waka Waka. What the hell, guy?
What was that?
I don't know. A Daka Waka Waka?
I couldn't remember the name, so I just filled it in with what I remembered.
Oh.
Oh, Iduka
What was his-
Yaro.
I was close. Adaka Waka Waka.
That was very
Aduki
close.
Yaro.
And so that is ending it this week. Are we recommending the film?
No.
Seth, don't.
I like to keep things to myself if they're truly beautiful.
Oh.
A beautiful mind.
Slam dunk.
I'm going to recommend it to everybody, even the ones that Seth doesn't, so that you can watch this.
Yeah, recommend it to my loyal fans and viewers.
Rat Boy.
You know
Me.
they're there. Kellee.
Me and Rat Boy.
You and
Kellee,
Rat Boy.
you-
My two most devoted fans.
You recommending this?
I am. Yeah, I love this. And then, in fact, when I watched this for the podcast, I kept telling people about it. And my friend Heidi was like, oh, yeah, that's like one of my favorite movies. I just haven't thought about it in a while. So I think a lot of people watched this back in the day, forgot about it, and they're like, oh, that actually really is a good movie. And
Yeah.
maybe it will resonate more now that we're like kind of outside of our families. We're not the Dwayne, we're not the Abigail, Olive in that scenario. So you can like step away from your dysfunctional family and still like have respect for whatever they did to like just try to survive, right?
Yeah. I remember the first time I started to watch this, it was at my aunt's, and the dance scene came on. We came upstairs from the basement, like, kids, you cannot watch this scene. And I was like, what? Now
The girl
knowing
is
what it
7
was,
years
it's like-
old.
Yeah.
It's like, chill.
Shut up.
So that is ending it this week. Happy late birthday, Kellee. It's been
Our
a
birthday's dead.
birthday. We cut it out.
We executed.
Yeah,
it.
we executed it.
Damn, good for
On
y'all,
this-
because I don't want to turn another year older. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to be 28 forever, I think.
That's
I'm
the
sure you
age,
feel
huh?
the same way. 28 forever.
Forever 28.
I wanna be.
Crushed it.
Forever 28. So that is ending it this week. Next week, we're hopping in to Spooktober with the Downtown Spook Boys. And we're doing a sequel, a contractually obligated episode, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. I do know right off the bat, they got the licensing rights to Tigger, so he's going to be in the movie.
Oh,
Very nice.
T-die double gut get it. Is that what he says?
No.
Maybe,
He just says because
T-I
that's
double
what
gut
I think he says because that's what Tiggers do.
because that's what Tiggers do.
Apparently, I was right.
thought
Look at
that's what-
Brandon.
I don't know. That was just, I thought that was pretty good, though.
I think he spells his name T-I double gut but
I-
you'll figure it out
It's
next week, people.
I don't want to say that.
It's a lot of G's and R's in there. You got to be careful about. So I hope that that's not what he does in the movie.
It was 1920s when Winnie the Pooh first came out, so
He needs
You
a
do
new
that.
catchphrase.
That's
like,
not the word I'm going to be saying on.
he
this
needs a new
podcast.
catchphrase, something like catchy, like Ed Waka 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 or something.
Yeah.
I'll
What's
walk
that?
over.
Fozzie Bear.
Yeah, it's fun, and it's also Kelly.
Fozzie Bear bombing Ed Waka Waka. Yeah, what's the classic sign off anymore? Good
Ed
morning.
Waka Waka Waka.
I think that's it.
Did it?
We did it. I'm the president. You guys fucking did it. Good morning. And if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and the movies.
Okay, I have
Nice.
to you guys. I'm gonna send this to. Oh God,
What does a robot know
hold on.
about love?
Can you hear it? Okay.
Oh, loud and clear, yeah. God.
Hello, I'm Tigger.
Oh, you scared me.
Yeah, sure I did. Everyone's scared of Tiggers. Who are you?
I'm Pooh.
Oh, Pooh. Sure. What's a Pooh?
You're sitting on one.
I am? Oh,
When does
glad
it get
meet
to
you.
it? Sorry,
Name's
hold
Tigger.
on.
T-I-double-G-R. That spells Tigger.
Oh, I don't like his name
I'm
anymore.
sure you're right. But him saying everybody's afraid of Tiggers in the 1920s.
Whew.
It's wrong. But you guys are contractually obligated to do this next one. So
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be
I
so
bet you
racist
ugh a
and
douche with that.
weak. It'll be funny.
It'll be funny.
Yeah. Okay, so no, for real. Is this still recording?
It's still recording, yeah. I'm gonna do classy racism next week.